I have the longest recap intro thing that I've ever written.
Okay, good.
It's like a page. So strap in, because it's been some time. So we're going to play catch up a bit here.
It's been like 2 days, you know?
It has been like, 5-7 months since we played. Here we are, finally. The People's Hand, pursuing Ghibli's next duel, traveled to the town of Wild Valley on the eastern border of Raskelia. When traveling through the woods, they encountered a group of wood elven raiders that attacked and took Cephas as a captive. In pursuing the elves, they came across their woodland grove and flocks of tamed allosauruses. Their fanatical leader was preparing to sacrifice Cephas and others to the ancient giant serpentess Zastula at the bottom of the lake. Awakening her, she began terrorizing all in her path and killing the elven leader Yelin Olathana. Our party of heroes ran from this terrifying giant serpent queen. Fleeing back into the forest towards the elven village, they found themselves split up. Venora, alone and hiding in the shrubs, stumbled upon some of her closest friends and allies entirely statuesque and was soon confronted by the slithering evil Zastula. Agreeing to accompany Zastula in exchange for her friend's healing and freedom, she committed to a lifetime of wandering the world in service of beauty and wonder with her new patron. Closely behind her, the party followed and tracked her in order to try and free her. And despite warnings against it, they decided to fight Zastula for Venora's freedom. The giant was slain, and they returned to Holik's home of Wild Valley, exhausted, bloodied, a little cross with one another, and carrying the head of a giant. Holik's home is open to the party, and some of our heroes go to the old Rattlebones for drinks and to decompress a little before resting for the night. The next morning, the 45th of Feisty, fires in the woods are still ablaze, smoke is rising into the sky. I didn't mention it, obviously, but you guys, one of the things you did in order to free Cephas and, get him out of the elves' control was start chaos in the elven grove and light everything on fire. The party spent the day in discussion with townsfolk, repairing equipment and gathering information. Clonus sent a letter to his order, instructing them that he will be in Wild Valley for a week, and then he's heading next to Sunwall in order to await their response. The group spent a ridiculous amount of time bartering and buying things at Anja's shack of trinkets and baubles. The Dragonborn woman is Anja, whose eyes flash this strange color at times. Also, Cephas flew atop a flying carpet, narrowly holding on during a terrifying nosedive. Edovard also paid 70 gold to have Silas Cedarpress, the local carpenter, reinforce the cart for battle and mount 2 crossbows onto it. Silas is expecting 2 crossbows to be delivered at some point today because you're supposed to provide them in order for him to mount them. Titus lined up a job for the week from a local smith and baffled and blew the guy away with his skills, and also revealed to the man that ever since he just started studying these cave scrawlings, he suddenly one day could just speak giant and do the things that he does now. And finally, Ghibli, at the same carpenter, you ordered some sparring swords. One to be sized for yourself and one size for someone of human size. You paid for them, just like Edovard paid for that cart. And Edvard, your cart is expected to be picked up at some point during the week, towards week's end. And Ghibli, you were told to pick up your sparring swords at the end of the day today. But most importantly, as the party all joins one another for lunch inside of Holik's home, Petra and her mother have now been preparing food all day so that when you all get back, you can have a delicious meal together. All of you heard and people running through the city screaming to one another, elves are at the wall, they're passing through the wall, get there, get armed, get there now. And that's where we left off.
Let's kill some elves.
So you guys are all family dinner style sitting around the table. There's this delicious baked bread that just smells amazing that's set in front of you. Various different, like a whole roast rabbit and some fish all set in front of you, and lots of vegetables, all fresh. And as you're scooting your chairs in, you hear this. And then people outside running past the house. And you live pretty close. You're like on the edge of the town that's closer to the wall. Like if you look outside, you can see the wall, but it's a bit of a jog, but like you can see it from here if you go outside. So what are you guys doing? Also for the listener, you're probably noticing that we sound a lot better. Now there's going to be a bit of a grace period. There's going to need to be because we're getting used to some brand new mic equipment. but it should produce a much better listening experience. So hopefully you enjoy it. All right, what are you guys doing?
I would jump up immediately and grab my belt and with my book and head out the door.
Oh shoot! It takes 5 minutes to don armor. Is that right?
Are we not in armor?
I mean, I spent the entire day at home with my wife, so I wouldn't be. But the rest of you were out shopping.
Donning and doffing armor, is it light, medium, or heavy?
Medium.
So yeah, 5 minutes to put it on, 1 minute to take it off.
What's the difference between all of them?
That's rough.
To put it on and take it off. So light armor is a minute both ways, on and off. Medium armor is 5 minutes on, 1 minute off. Heavy armor is 10 minutes on, 5 minutes off.
If we're gonna go help these people at the wall, we need to do it quick because I'm on my lunch break.
I was going to grab some kind of roll and kiss my daughter on the forehead, kiss my wife, and then go.
Titus will take like a rabbit leg on the way out or something.
You just rip one off, and you, needing no time to put armor on or whatever, you just start running out the door. All right, I'm gonna assume Titus first out the door. Go ahead, Lumen.
Lumen's gonna grab I assume there's probably flowers or something on the table.
There's flowers in a little like clay pot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of those for a snack on the way out. And I'm gonna make a complaint too. Last time we had a nice meal, it was interrupted. We didn't even get to start. Just want to point that out. I don't want to make a habit of this. I'd like to sit down and eat. I'm grabbing it.
It sounds like Lumen is filing a formal complaint with the DM. He's like, you never let me eat. Every single time, just for dramatic effect, you interrupt meals.
It's gonna be cold by the time we get back.
It would be nice to have family dinner.
Just once, please, once.
At least once a week.
Get to the table.
Get to the buffet.
That's good.
Okay, so Titus, you start rushing out the door. Is everybody else kind of just sitting there, or?
I was before Titus.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. So Holik grabs a roll, starts grabbing his armor off the hook, putting it
Well,
on.
I was just gonna grab a weapon and go out.
Oh, okay. So Holik rushes to the wall, grabs a weapon, starts rushing out. Venora, you first to the door, open the door real quick. Titus rolls out after you.
He probably passes me. I'm slow.
Well, then why did you correct me?
No, you're right. No, once we get out.
Oh, okay.
I just looked at my sheet. I forgot that I'm.
Oh, yeah, you're really crippled.
Oh shoot! I forgot you're crippled.
She just goes back inside.
Okay, so I'm assuming everybody gets up and heads out.
I'll rush out, seeing Venora. I'll put my arm around and try and...
I grab a quick drink, put a loaf in my mouth, and then run off.
What did you say, Matt?
I pick up Clonus and go out.
Do you holster him or whatever?
No, I'm just holding him. Well, I don't have the baby Bajorn on.
Okay, so you just pick up Clonus. He's like sideways under your arm and like a barrel.
As we're going out,
I need my goat.
Your goat. Mine.
squeezing the air out of me.
Yeah, right then is where he just he
every
flexed.
like every step, it's like.
So when the people are coming
Let's
in and
go.
out, were they running towards the gate or out from? Does it sound like it?
As you guys, for when you were inside, what did it sound like? It
Yeah.
sounded like people in the town were running towards the gate.
Okay.
Holik, you would know this, and so would Cephas. Well, yeah, Cephas and Clonus would know that you guys are here long enough, but Holik for sure. You've lived here a while. Wild Valley, more than even most towns, like most medieval style towns, it's like, hey, something happens at the wall, any able-bodied person, right, up, typically men, up, armed, on the wall or near it to defend the city. But also, like, a lot of big cities, that's not, how enforced is that really? And it also depends on like the level of community. Like the community really has to take matters into their own hands to like actually do that. Wild Valley is very much that way. Honestly, the only people who, if something like this is happening, do not, and rarely does something happen at the wall, right? You guys are at the end of a forest right before a mountain range. But if something happens, it's like everybody's up, everybody's out, everyone's armed. And the only people that are probably moms with kids, like back home with kids, or the elderly. But even pretty old people are out there. So you're hearing a lot of footsteps, like running by the house. And as you guys open it, like, Wild Valley's pretty small. It's not tiny, but it's pretty small population. And it's a little weirdly spread out in this, like, the end of this valley right before these mountains start rocketing up to the sky. And you just now realize like there's more people in this town than you ever kind of thought, because they're all in the street, all running towards the wall. And you see, a couple hundred people just rushing that direction. So everybody's armed. Lots of people have animals at their side as they're running. And part of this, all these people, they don't really look like soldiers. They don't really look like farmers. They're all like woodsmen, like people with axes, people that are like lumberjacks. And then beyond that, a lot of them look like hunter-trappers. So from what you know of Wild Valley, like it's a town of hunter-trappers. And a bunch of people, bearded, hoods on, rushing forward with animals and stuff. I only mention that because it's not like Wild Valley doesn't have city guard. You've never seen city guard. It's because everybody is. So you guys run out. You see people rushing towards the gate. You look over. Lumen immediately takes to the skies. As you guys turn towards where the gate is, leaving the house to the right, that would be to the west of you guys. In that direction, you see what is the town defenses. And the town's defenses are these tall walls made up of a bunch of very large logs all standing up. It ranges from 18 to 24 feet tall. You know that they've got large wooden doors, these gate doors that open and close. Are almost always open. Actually, none of you would have ever seen these closed. It's very rare for Wild Valley's gates to be closed until now. You see a pretty sizable crowd gearing up and kind of like getting ready in case a bunch of people start coming through the gates, gearing up and ready to fight. You see about 16 people on top of the wall, all with bows trained over the other side. And then you see just inside the doors, the shut doors to the wall, as you're running up that direction. Actually, I'll say just Lumen, you notice this because you're getting a bird's eye view, because what you guys are all seeing is all this crowd kind of running up to it. Lumen, as you get a bit of a bird's eye view, or a moth's eye view, you see that about 30 feet away from the wall itself, there's a line of people all ready for a fight, ready for people to come through the gate, over the gate, something, ready to fight. But beyond that clear, distinct line of trained and ready people, there's a smaller crowd. And go ahead and make a perception check for me.
15 plus 7.
22, okay. So there's a smaller crowd of about 15 to 20 people, all huddled around a small group. It looks like a circle of people all kind of like yelling at and berating a person in the middle of this circle. And then beyond that, you see one of those dinosaurs that the elves had in their forest pinned down to the ground with ropes staked into the ground, and it's like screeching and trying to get out. It's trapped under these ropes.
I message Lumen and, what do you see?
I see a group of people around someone and one of those dinosaurs, lizards that they ride.
Get a better look and tell us what's happening. And I tell everybody's kind of around us.
Yeah, I assume you guys are running in a bit of a group.
Somebody with the dinosaurs in here, so I assume
Maybe
it's an
ahead
elf.
of Venora, because she's,
Yeah.
crippled.
Yeah. I'm at least 10 paces behind you guys.
Okay.
I give a quick whistle to Soap and tell him to land right on top of the gate and see if he can.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are like a couple 100 feet away from the gate at this point. So flies over towards the gate and pretty quickly reaches it. And you see, as you guys are about 120 feet away, right at that point, Soap just perches just above the gate, like pretty close to one of the guys with a bow, who like kind of looks over his shoulder at this crow, looks right back, or at this raven, and just. What are you having him do?
I'm gonna wait till we get closer to look through his eyes, just because I go incapacitated when I do that.
You're just running, and then just.
No, you can't do that.
I'm conscious. I just can't see and can't hear.
So you're with me. So like.
I don't know how well I could. I would be running blind and deaf.
And also being the support for you.
I don't need that much.
I figure it's better if I just wait.
Are you sure you see me holding Clonus? I mean,
Yeah,
I got the other arm.
for your other arm and get right underneath it. Hold me.
Okay, you guys, you reach now the wall of people. It's not like this trained military wall. There's no space between anybody, but it's pretty impressive. And it would still require you guys to kind of like push past people and like get through if you're gonna pass through. And it's just this wall of people that are all ready, mostly with swords, lots of bows. What are you guys doing?
Wiggling through. Yeah.
Wiggling through. Okay. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm gonna
people
be
kind of like move to the side. You all kind of like squirm through. It's not difficult or anything, but a couple people are like, "Where do you think you're going, huh?" And then you guys make your way up towards the gate itself. At the gate, you all now see what Lumen saw, and Lumen, you're still flying over, I'm assuming. You just see this group of about probably easily 20 to 25 people, actually, all around someone. You know, like it's a dance circle, right? You know, and they're breakdancing in the middle. No, it's just this group of people all around, and you're hearing now the yelling and people that are just like screaming in a couple different languages. Does anybody speak Orcish?
Yes, sir.
If you do, you hear somebody in there, one guy. And the only reason you really pick this out is because Orcish is so distinct, and this guy's got such a deep, loud voice that is like, "I will not have any of you in our town. None of you. We're gonna get all of you out. We're gonna kill all of you." Like, it's really, really bad.
Do I recognize who it is based on the voice?
Make a wisdom check.
I'm good at those. Straight wisdom?
Yeah.
15.
15?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of half-orcs in Wild Valley. It's not like there's one. However, based on the sheer disdain in his voice, lots of half-orcs are grumpy. But this sounds uniquely Doba. Doba Aronis is his name. He is a half-orc, obviously. He's kind of like, most people here to some extent are kind of hunter-trappery. You know, he is too, but he's never really had as much luck. Like, when everybody's a hunter-trapper, like, you know, you don't sell a lot here of that kind of stuff. You take it out, you know, to other towns and come back. This guy, he has okay luck in that field. Mainly what he does, though, to make his living is stay here in Wild Valley, and he does a lot of just, like, handyman work. Like, he's not a rich guy. He's very opinionated, though. Often found in the old Rattlebones Inn, often found at, like, when someone opens up their house for, like, a small house party, like, wherever there's a drink to be found, you usually find Doba. He is very opinionated. When this whole elven thing started happening, like, a little while ago, he was like, "We're all hunters. Why don't we go into the forest and just slaughter all of them?" Like, a lot of that. You never really know if it's like he's got a little bit of drink in him, probably, but also seems like these are probably his real opinions.
I want to call out, like, are there any more beyond the wall as I'm, like, getting into, like, that group of where he's shouting?
Yeah, and there's other people shouting too. You hear some people in common, "Get him out of here! How'd you get through the wall?" Which, I mean, you know, the gates were open.
Walk through the gate.
Yeah, but you're telling me nobody shot him on their way in? Wow, it's real brazen of you to step out of the woods. Like, a lot of that kind of stuff.
Can I hear anything the elf is saying?
Make a perception check. There's a lot of domineering voices all at one time.
Can you remind me of the terrain? It's grassland, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, a lot of this is like
Trees everywhere.
grassland area. There is a huge forest right here, actually. That's because you're in Wild Valley, not in the farm town.
Where we are.
So there's plains everywhere.
Yeah, since we're in the
As
middle
far
of
as the
the
eye can see.
But behind you, you guys are at the foot of these big mountains. The Tor Pinnacle, it's really pretty. And then the terrain here is like, yeah, grasslands, like a lot of grass, obviously the roads and stuff. Once you're in town, a lot of it's just like stamped down dirt, you know? But yeah, it's all green. And is that it? Mm-hmm. Okay. What was your roll?
29.
Holy cannoli. Okay. Yes. You hear a few different voices in Elven. It's still pretty jarbled, but like you hear some, please, like, we need some help. And then a woman saying, "We did everything we could. The fires aren't out, and the forest is angry."
Everybody's still kind of in this area. I just tell them that they're here for help because the forest is on fire and they can't put them out.
So from my general understanding, Elf is asking for help. And instead of listening or offering help, they're just verbally berating him and threatening his life.
And there's a group kind of like pushing him and like pushing him back and forth. But you can't see the elf that's in the center of the group. Like, so you now know there's more than one because Venora heard multiple elven voices.
Fires? We ought to help with the fires.
Yes, we definitely need help with the fires.
Might take the whole forest. No one's safe.
Lumen, you're flying around, so I'm assuming you're in this area, which means you could see over the wall now. Over the wall, you see well over 100 elves standing outside the gates of the wall. You see elves, like, all look like adults, so it's like hard to tell ages, right? Elves do live so long, so some could be 100 years old, some could be 600 years old. It's not a huge difference. But with your pretty good passive perception, you do see a few elven children in the mix, men and women. Most of them look either armed or unarmed, but the armed ones are not doing anything with it. About 20 or so of the elves throughout the group, the overall group, have bows at the ready. Not trained on the people on the wall, but at the ready, just because the people on the wall have bows trained on them. That's what you see.
Do I see any fire?
Oh yeah, looking up on the horizon, the forest is basically 100 feet on the other side of this gate is the start of the forest. Not even, like a little under 100 feet. And it's a dense forest that goes on for a while. You see off in the distance into that forest, however many hours it took for you guys to walk that direction, plumes of black smoke, like 4, 5, 6 different plumes of black smoke.
How bad does it look compared to what it looked like when we left the forest? Because I assume at least we looked back at least once.
Yeah. When you guys left that evening, it was just starting. So there was like 2 or 3 smokestacks that were pretty small. There's like 5 or 6 now, and they're pretty big. So the forest the fire has continued to grow.
Can I message the elf in the center?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. I just point in the middle of the mass.
And you're just picturing one of the elves you heard?
Yeah. Just like trying to hear, because I can still hear his voice, just picture like where he's at there. And just say, I'm going to try to help you. We're going to try to get people to come out. And then somebody else is doing something. Can I use thaumaturgy and just scream, enough?
In common?
Yeah.
Okay, make a intimidation check. It's pretty loud. Like now there are some people at that line, people that are ready for a fight, like for people to come through the wall, that are also kind of chiming in, that are like, throw them to the dogs! Just let them out! Like people all offering their opinions.
23.
Okay, pretty good. Let me do a general suss out the crowd here a little bit.
Ooh, can I use thaumaturgy to boost that? Because I already had it activated as one. I can make the ground shake. It only shakes like 10 feet around me.
Didn't you just use thaumaturgy?
Yeah, but you can have 3 up at a certain.
Oh, 3 different effects from it? Sure. So you shake the ground and make your voice really loud. Both of those things? Yeah, okay. I'll say for doing both of those things, go ahead and you can have advantage for it. Ooh. So roll again.
Nah.
Okay, 23. The crowd rolled a natural 20.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Yeah, so you do see a few people, like the people behind you, I'll say, because you rolled really well. The people behind you that saw you walk forward and push forward, and this booming voice, the ground shakes as you say this. The people that had just kind of started peanut gallerying, they kind of stopped, like, But most of the people in like the 25 circle that are actually there pushing the elves there, and like it's kind of getting violent. Like you're pretty sure you see a couple swings thrown. You don't really see it change.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna weasel my little turtle self in as close as I can to the elves. And then...
In the little inner circle?
Yep. And then I will bonus action giant bite.
My goodness.
Make yourself big?
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes you from medium to large, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll be bigger than anybody there.
I want to get attention to get everyone to settle down.
Okay. Go ahead and first make a dexterity check for me. You're weaseling through all these people that are like yelling at some people, and it's getting really racist.
Very cool. 7.
7. You want to force your way through with strength?
Yeah.
Go for it.
13.
Okay. You move forward towards the crowd, and you're like, excuse me. Like you're like trying to get in, not actually saying excuse me, but you're like trying to squeeze through people's legs and stuff, but people are moving around, and people aren't even noticing you. So then you like grab somebody and you're like, I'm done. You grab somebody by the shirt, pull him back, and he's like, whoa, dude. And then you just take his spot. You grab somebody else, pull them back, take their spot. But the people in front of you now, like you're not getting past them. So you're kind of in the group now. You're just like part of the huddle, but like the only one not screaming at these elves, but people are kind of keeping you out.
Okay. I'm as far as I'm going to get, and this is when I'll go big.
Okay.
So it'll push people back and draw attention to myself.
So with advantage, go and make a strength check for me.
Heck yeah. Well, that's almost as good as it gets. And then one less than that. So 23.
Okay. You push forward. So now you're like in one side of this ring of people and you just grow twice, taking up twice as much space as any large man would. As you do, some guys are like, what in the world? And they're like getting pushed away. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
It's like a Macy's Day Parade float. Just
22.
Okay. You just, this imposing figure, big, bulky turtle man, big muscles, the morning star thing on your back. It's pretty intimidating. And a couple people just like quiet down. And then it seems that combined also, right? Just before this, there was this loud booming voice and this shake to the ground. And then moments later, you're doing this and people start stepping back. With that, you have those people's attention. There's one guy that's just like looking up at you. You see this half-orc guy who's pretty like pockmarked face, really pretty chubby cheeks. You see he's got like really flattened down hair that comes down the front and it's just chopped off at a point where it got too long in his eyes and he clearly just chopped it off at like an angle. Doesn't look good at all. Almost has kind of a bowl cut. Like he's just because his hair grows from the top and folds over. Looking up at you just like, oh, what's this, huh? Yeah, what's this? Yeah, what do you think you're doing?
And then so that I'll yell out, they're not here to fight. They need help with the fire.
Okay. You see now people kind of back up. So it's a half circle more closer to the wall. And then you see 4 elves, 2 men and 2 women. They're kind of standing there, mostly just standing their ground, but they're a little crouched, like they're ready to run or jump or attack, whatever, to try and escape. They've got some scrapes and bruises. It looks like one of them was kind of like picking himself back up from being pushed down.
If there's any space created from him doing that, I want to try to get in there and try between the elves and the people. Okay. If there was.
So you kind of hobble forward as best you can, and you squeeze yourself between Titus and the elves, is what you're saying?
Or like just in line with him, if he's also between them, just like another
Titus is standing with his back to you guys, so you walk up to Titus as well.
Also, after 60 seconds, I get small, so.
Okay, so you're standing there like this, you say that, go ahead and roll persuasion if you'd like, or intimidation.
13.
Okay. Everybody kind of looks up at you and like looks down at these elves, and immediately 5 voices at once. One person like, do you know how long we've been dealing with this? And then another person like, they're sneaking in the wall when no one's looking. You know how many are outside right now? These people have been killing traders on their way in to come see us. You don't know how many of my livestock I've lost to these guys. Like just, now they've all turned on you guys.
So then don't help them with the fire and go.
Well, it looks an awful lot like they're intruding right now or attacking us. There's 100 or something of them out there.
Your gate was left open.
Doesn't mean people can't attack you. Yeah, and about that point,
I'm gonna step forward and yell out,
We may not like them, but if we lose that force to that fire, then we lose our livelihood.
okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
That's a good one.
And you can do it with advantage.
That's good.
Man, you did good.
Survey said.
If
Venora's
Lenora workers,
standing.
they don't lose their jobs.
I'm gonna put my hand on Venora and just keep an eye through Soap, looking at the
oh
elephant.
no.
You see everything that I told Lubia.
Straight persuasion, 10.
Oh,
Hey, that's gotta get some.
-1, baby.
People kind of like, it's just people are already so, the boulders are already so rolling down the hill that people are like, great logic, right? And a couple guys kind of like, I don't care. Like, just, they're already in it. And right at that point, the half-orc, the big guy that's like standing pretty close to all of them are still close to these elves, just grabs one of them by the back. Actually, let me make a roll for it. Yep. Grabs this elven man, like, by his hair, and he goes, why don't we just take care of this right now then, huh? They're right on our doorstep. We've wanted to get these guys out of our area and out of our hair for, what, years? Last few months have been a living hell. We can take care of them and then go take care of that fire. Why do we need to leave them alive? And he like pulls this one real close. The elf's gonna try and slip out. Ooh, wow. Really fails. So the elf is just like, please, please. and he's like trying to pull his hair out, but this half orc has got him by the hair, and you just see this large like wood axe in his hand.
I'm gonna go and try to stop him from making the swing, and we can use these extra bodies to put out the fire. They know their part of the forest where the fire is better.
Yeah, if you throw bodies on fire, it goes out.
Go ahead
don't say
and
that.
I'm also gonna try and grab his arm as well.
so I'm just gonna have you make at this point a persuasion check, like at disadvantage.
Okay.
And then I'll have you make a contested like grapple check.
Okay.
Am I close enough to assist him?
In which portion?
The stopping of the.
Wait, he's lifting up the axe to hit the guy?
Yeah.
He's not. I just said he has an axe in his hand. He
That's
didn't.
what okay.
He didn't do this.
Okay.
He just has the guy and is like, why don't we do it? And I was just saying, you see, it's not on his side. It's in his hand, this big wood axe. He's not mid-swing.
I thought that
He's
he wasn't
holding
mid-swing.
it. No.
But I do want to get close
But
enough.
you can still try and grab his arm to keep him
Well,
from that.
I would try and reason with him, but be close enough so that if he does begin the swing, that I can grab his arm, stopping him.
So you get up near him, kind of putting your hands towards him as in this like kind of pleading way.
Like, come on, dude, land getting close enough so that if he does start to swing, I can step forward and stop the act. Okay. It was a 10 persuasion.
Sounds good.
The same as with the advantage.
He does not look convinced.
Yeah. Didn't assume so.
He just kind of looks around at everybody like standing there too. This elf's gonna try and get out again. Oh my goodness, dude. Mike Scott Arthur sent me a message.
Sneaky.
If they're desperate enough to come here for help and you guys hate each other that much, why not use this as an opportunity for negotiations of terms that you can come to an agreement with and then help them with the fire?
So that was a lot of words.
And I only caught 2 of them.
I'm speaking directly to the orc guy.
No, I understand. But I was just about to say what he's doing. So you're saying that as he is holding this guy, the elf is squirming, not getting out. This guy has an iron grip. And as he's holding there, he's not rearing up to swing yet, but he does look around to all the others that were standing there, kind of seemingly on his side, but this guy's the most vocal about it. And he's like, what do we think, huh? Why don't we take a quick public vote? You want to kill him? And Titus, this is about where you start. Let's see if he just talks over you or not.
Can I put thaumaturgy on him?
On Titus?
Yep.
Sure. So Titus, you start saying what you said. It's like very legislative style, just like, why don't we peace talks? Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
18.
Not bad.
He just ignores you and yells over you, and you do your best to demand people's attention, because the whole thing right now is, now it seems as though it's you guys posing a position and this guy posing a position, and the public that's sitting there, you guys are fighting over there, like to persuade them, right? Because this guy said, let's give it a bit of a public vote, right? Should we kill him or not? So now we're gonna start kind of a mini game, a roll off.
Yeah, nose time for this.
So this first point goes to him. Things are escalating. Booming voice, like, guys, can we just talk about peace and this? And he just, oh, sure. No, little public vote. How about that? These people have been raiding our parties, have basically been performing highway robbery on us in the woods and killing people on their way to our town to buy our wares. I say we get rid of this problem and then go put out these fires. And he like brings the axe towards the guy, doesn't swing it, but he like brings it in close to him, like kind of in an intimidating way. Somebody else speaking up real quick?
Nudging Cephas to let me out real quick. I drop him from 3 feet, so I take how much damage?
Half a d6.
You knew it was gonna happen.
I'm gonna try to quickly run up and go like this. I may not be seeing everything clearly, as I've been carried halfway here and I only saw the ground for most of it. And I can't hear very much anyway because all the blood rushed to my head. But I have one question for you.
For the half-orc?
For the half-orc, yes. As I'm kind of looking at him, kind of now picking up what's going on. Why don't you just kill him? What does that do for you? Cut off his head. What does that solve in your problems of all this situation? You killed now just 4 elves here when they've been killing hundreds of yours? And you create a war between you and the elves? Logic does not dictate that this is the smartest move. I think that you should make friends with them, help them, so that they can now start helping you. This is not a good way to start off a relationship. I cut off your head and now we will be at war for the rest of our lives, putting all of our women and children, and I gesture behind me at all the family that are now out trying to defend the wall. Putting them at risk for war, for elves that surround us in the forest? No, make them friends. Put up a banner of peace to them and help them in their time of need when they need it so that they can start gesturing back to us.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll give you
Can I
advantage.
speak right after him to amplify his thing?
So you can have advantage because he's
Are you
helping
a
you.
hype man?
Oh, it's gonna, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That guy. That's right. And if you kill him in front of these children, I'll drag your body to the flames and I'll watch your corpse burn.
There aren't any children here.
There's right in front of the wall. There was like 100.
100 children?
Oh, 100, no, 100 people with children.
No, I had mentioned that Lumen saw on the other side of the wall, which you guys can't see.
Which they can't
There's
see.
about
Those
100 elves,
can't
and there's a
see.
few children in that mix. So
In the elves? Okay.
Then I changed what I say to.
Yeah.
Am I doing persuasion here?
yeah.
Yeah, I just got you advantage with that. Yeah.
So while you're saying this, just before you started saying this, Clonus, just so you know, that guy had said what he said, right? About kill them, they've been a problem, let's end this problem. And people were kind of like, yeah, like nodding. A couple people just didn't seem convinced, but other people in that smaller crowd are like nodding, like this seems like a good idea. Then you go.
Go ahead and kill him.
18.
18. The guy goes, yeah, but what about revenge? I want to kill this guy. Don't you? I want his blood on my hands. Kind of like not the words to use. And everybody kind of like, no. And like people look at you kind of nodding a little bit like, yeah, he's got and a couple people literally like, yeah, he's got a point, man. Do we want war? Like it's been bad, but do we want war?
Are these four armed?
Not that you can see. Or you can roll perception if you'd like.
I would. I 10.
Not that you can see. Huh? I'm sorry. Mike, when we're doing stuff and then you send me a message, I often won't see it. I'm sorry.
I thought you looked at it, so.
I did and then I forgot. On this side of the wall, like where you guys are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does that actually, is it an illusion or no, it makes it, right?
It makes it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh crap. What's going on?
So everything I just did gets nullified?
Make a sleight of hand check. You're in the air, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get closer because it's 30 feet, so
Where do you want them?
sporadic.
But like close to this crowd or just off in the distance?
As random as I possibly
Spawning
could.
children in.
Because I want to make,
These children. Oh, there they are.
I just want to make it random. Like, yeah,
Okay. So like while this has been going on, you've been going and planting these.
kind of.
Go ahead and make a stealth check if you don't want to be noticed for
Yeah.
having done it.
I'll just be flying along the walls trying to get ideas or visual stuff.
What is going on?
Pretty good.
He's planting daisies, hoping that they'll come up next year.
17 plus 1?
18? Okay. Passive perception to the group real quick.
18.
Passive perception? 9.
Okay. Even though you're on it, I'm going to say you're very focused on what you're doing. You actually don't notice this.
Aw.
I'm sorry. It's because you're on it. I want you to be
19.
higher. 19? Okay, Venora.
You're such a meanie, Nora.
Nobody else?
14. So.
Yeah, okay. You just need to be above 18 here. Venora, you notice Lumen perch for a second on the edge of the wall, and then you see him and a little bit of magic sparkle like out of his hands and then between his antenna, and then he flutters off to another area of the wall. Okay, that starts. We'll see when people notice. So 3 have begun.
What is he
As
doing?
soon as someone notices anything, I'm going to interrupt and say something.
Okay, I will let you know. Okay, so you've now begun 3 instances of said plan.
Unsaid plan.
Clonus, you start to be winning the crowd a little bit, so that's a point for you guys. But this guy is not letting go of this elf. He pulls him in close, like pressed up against his body, and he's holding this thing. So the elf kind of stops squirming. He hasn't taken a swing, but he's holding it in such a way that like the elf moves too much. You see a little bit of blood, starting to collect, like the elf stops moving. Ooh. I'm gonna see if the elf resists. Does not.
I'm gonna have Soap look for a like a war horn or a battle horn. Somebody sounded a horn that we heard from the house. So I'm going to have him fly around and start looking for that.
Make a perception check for Soap.
15.
15? Okay, he's on the hunt looking for who has the horn. And I'll let you know in a couple minutes.
Who has the horn?
I will. Nobody else say anything.
I'll say something.
Okay.
If you try to kill that man who has no weapon, you'll find you won't be holding yours for very long.
Okay.
And I'm going to show my weapon.
I mean, it's always on your back, right? That huge sword.
I'm going to pull it out and start walking towards him.
Okay. So you're like standing with the elves now, a little bit in front, like where Holik is. Holik was more with the elves because he like walked up ready to try and grab that guy's arm if he swung. So you guys are face to face, right up near each other. This small, like dexterous, not a big built elf, right? Traditional, probably like 5'8", is like being held by this big half orc, 6'5" half orc, jacked, kind of not like just this burly dude, right? And he's just got a mean looking mug, and you're right up in his face. Roll an intimidation check. This guy will respond. I'm not going to roll the bad die.
11.
So you say that. Pretty imposing. How would he win?
How would he?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
I'll take my chances. But you know what? You haven't dealt with this. You've been gone. We all know you're from here and you've been here, but you came in as a traveler. Let us as citizens deal with our town the way we wish to deal with it. Go get the mayor if you have a problem, but right here, we're taking a vote. Are we killing these elves and taking back what's ours, getting revenge for what they've taken from us, for the people that we know that they've killed, for the money that they've cost us, for the livestock that they've stolen of ours? We don't have to give them sanctuary. We don't have to be the good guys. If anything, it's justice. And some of the people around there kind of, he's got a point. He's got a point. Revenge feels good.
I'm going to say, as a citizen of this town, we finally have an opportunity to take the upper hand in negotiations with these people. We finally see them face to face out of the woods, on our doorstep, running for their lives. We finally have the opportunity not to kill them, but to come to some sort of an agreement. But if you kill them, it's off the table and it is war.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Sure. Anybody?
Anybody? You're gonna need it.
I say.
Oh no. So I had some.
Byron, hang on, because this is it.
Yeah.
Because if this guy takes it, that's 3. Byron, what were you gonna do also? And I'll say we'll decide the roll then.
As soon as he says this, I say, no. Let him do it.
I love your tactic. Hey, isn't Byron the only one that got a success?
I think
Yeah,
so.
with this tactic.
I said no. Let him do it. Let him cause pain for the rest of our village. Let him kill us all by killing this one elf. By declaring war upon them when they come in peace. When they come and do this? No. I like his idea. Let's kill him. Kill him right now. They've murdered our traders, our travelers. They've murdered people. They've destroyed our livestock. They've taken from us and stolen from us. We should deserve revenge. We deserve this. Now, go for it. Begin the war that will destroy all of our people, all of our livestock, all of our livelihoods and lives in this forest. You right now have the choice in your hand to kill or to save. You choose. I leave it to you.
At the point where he stopped saying to kill him, I thaumaturged him.
What's
You hear him and you're like, oh, can I make him quieter? And then he's like, oh, going with something. You make him louder.
Yep. Like, oh, okay, he's got to roll.
I'll let you guys choose. You can each roll individually, but it's a higher DC. Or one of you can roll with advantage.
He rolls with it. Such an easy choice. What are you talking about?
Well, because you each get, it's like having, oh no, you're right, it's advantage either way.
But he just has better stats.
I don't know what I was saying.
It's on the magnitude of 25.
The magnitude of 25, so like
Insane.
even further beyond.
Dude, well done. So that's 2 for you guys, though.
Oh shoot, we need one.
It wasn't the deciding factor for you lot.
It was.
So he is seething. The elf has gone white and is not moving. This little bit of blood trickling down his neck as the guy is just. You say all of this. He says,
As he's thinking,
"Yeah,
I'm walking closer to him.
okay."
And I'm gonna walk up to the point where I can grab the axe. Look, reading the situation.
He's quite a bit taller than you, but
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
I want to be at the point where I can like help him push the axe in to the throat of the elf, and go like this. Do it for all of us. We need a little war in our lives. We need this today. Start it. Start the end.
Listen, they're all helpless out there. Seemingly, most of them are not armed. These ones walked in unarmed. What does that tell you? Huh? Use your brain. What's it tell you? They walked in unarmed. That means they're weak, ready to be killed. They're taking their punishment. That's the clear, logical conclusion.
Or my friend. They need help.
You guys have people's attention. It's like 50-50, the crowd. Some of the people have walked up from the line now. Like, what's going to happen? And some people kind of getting involved. This is like, it's been not very long. It's been barely a minute that everybody's standing here making this gesture. Who's stepping up and trying again? He's not backing down, and nobody's claimed your side yet.
How far away is the start of the forest from the city?
If you leave the wall, 80 to 100 feet walk.
I was just gonna say, look, I have as much claim to revenge as you do. I've been kidnapped by them.
I'm gonna show the rope burns from being dragged.
I was almost sacrificed to some weird looking lady. Look, there's a fire. They're not trying to kill us right now. No time to bicker. Figure it out later. Let's get the fire out. Or we can all die to the flames.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Well, he's gonna say something to back me up.
Oh, who is? Clonus is?
Yeah.
He's like, no, kill him.
Just say I have advantage before he says yeah.
Gimli would actually like to chip in to follow up.
Yeah.
So you say that this is your town's problem. You say this is your town's work to solve as well. How many kings and queens have also said the same for their own cities and countries? How many empires have laid claim to their own problems so that they could figure out for themselves? How many nations, how many towns, how many small cities have fallen and ceased to exist from these specific claims on their own? You are no different. You are no better, but you can be. You are no king. You are no royalty, but you're just as important to this matter. If you make a drastic decision to lay claim to this town as your own matter and not the matters of the elves or of outsiders, outside point of view, all will fall. Why don't you be the difference of history and be the better man? Not just for yourself, but for everyone else around you. Be elves, be your townsmen, and be anyone else outside of your so-called problems.
Hoorah!
Okay, I will say each of you go ahead and make persuasion checks.
I rolled a 6, sorry.
I rolled 18.
Whoa.
And I want to put 7 points of inspiration to that.
So in this moment,
Let's make that work.
in this moment, tensions have really gotten high, right? The air is thick. People are leaning in. It's like, everybody's grabbing their weapons. If one person moves an inch, everybody's drawing, like, fight's gonna break out. Who knows who's on whose side? Cephas says this, and it's like still 50-50. People aren't sure. And you see the axe begin to slip a little bit, this longer line starting to appear on his neck, and you step in. But instead of directing everything you're saying at the half-orc, at Doba, you are turning, right, to everybody. Like, you're making this everybody's decision. More than like, sure, everybody's voting or whatever, but everybody's been talking to the guy with the axe, and you turn and you're like, you guys can be part of making the right decision. The rest of you guys watching this see Ghibli in a new light. It's like really nobleman of him. You know, Ghibli has always had moments of like, he has a taste for the finer things from here, you know, here and there. Like, he buys a little bit something nicer to drink, or he gets something a little more fancy to eat, or he always pays for the nicer bed. But like, he's speaking, and he's being well spoken. Like really nice vocabulary, and some of it is clearly going over some of these guys' heads. But just like by the sheer way he's talking, like with fancy words, some of them are like, yeah. You know, you can see that in them, like, yeah, he does seem like he's in charge.
Whatever works.
And then a lot of the other people, though, seem persuaded. And as you're doing this, the half-orc is just like shaking his head, and he's like, no, I've had it. I'm tired. I haven't been able to travel out of this town for years. And you see him start to pull and rear the axe back. And just as he does, you hear a bunch of people, there's fire inside the wall.
Are you serious?
There's fires all over. It's in the wall, guys. And people start to turn around and like look around them. And people start to like, people that are in that line behind start to like, where? And people start to kind of dissipate a little bit, going over, like trying to put fires out. You guys all turn and see along the grasslands inside the wall, 7 or 8 small fires have broken out.
That was 3.
It started as 3.
Too close to my house.
You said as soon as someone said that, what were you going to say?
Guys, we need to hurry up. The fires, the ashes are catching winds and coming over here. The fire's not going to be just their problem. It'll be our problem too.
If you burn my
Hurry! Get the buckets of water.
So make a persuasion check, Lumen.
So did I persuade them?
1 second.
So did I persuade?
Advantage because there's actually fire.
Sure.
19.
The people that were in the line that started to dissipate, they seem like, we got to deal with this. The people that were right here dealing with this issue, like where the tensions were so high, most of them seem like they want to finish and see this through, right? So they're still paying attention to Ghibli. And the guy rears back with the axe. This large, strong hand grabs the axe, yanks the axe out of his hand, and Ghibli, you look up just so you see that, because it looks like you're about to get swung on. And then you see the axe being ripped out of the guy's hand. The guy goes, and he spins around just so angry. He's gonna beat this person to a pulp. You all see a very well-dressed Furbolg man, kind of on the older side, not super old though. He's not like super Moneybags Monopoly guy, well-dressed or, you know, caricature, but he's got a nice suit jacket on, a kind of wrinkled, semi-nice like linen shirt, nice pants, they're not pressed or anything, and then work boots. But this Furbolg guy, long hair down his, like the sides of his head, he's got these like droopy ears kind of peeking out, a really upturned nose, but really big, open and alert eyes. Lots of Furbolgs, like their eyes kind of sag a little bit. They always look tired. This guy is like really alert. And he looks around at all of you, now holding the axe over his head. And he's a little taller than this half-orc. Not as huge, but he's a little bit taller because he's a little lankier. Holding it over his head and goes, yeah, this is a civil issue, but one that the mayor will deal with. You should have called for me right away, Doba. And he's holding the axe over his head. And Doba's just like, he turned around ready to beat this guy to a pulp. Almost did, and then is like, not like, whoa, Mr. Mayor, but just like stopping himself because he's not going to beat the mayor up. And he's just still holding that elf by the hair. There is noble blood in this one, clearly.
Hey.
Listen to what he has to say. All of them. I understand all of your feelings. All of you. About the elves at our door right now. I haven't known how to deal with it myself. I haven't known if we should take action, if we should go out and meet them and fight them. I haven't known if we should speak to the king. But you know what? It doesn't matter right now. As the Goliath has said, there's fire in the forest. We don't live in the forest, but we live near it. And as Holek said, one of your own who's lived here for years. That's our livelihood. What are we doing here now? Maybe getting revenge and maybe causing a bloodbath for all of us, as the dwarf said, when we can go out there, put the fires out, and then deal with this issue. So I'm not saying we aren't killing them, but we're certainly not doing it right now. Put the axe down. The axe is in my hand. Put the elf down. Step away. They did walk in with no weapons. Your logical conclusion was inept, Doba. The natural logical conclusion is not that they're weak and are accepting their punishment. The natural logical conclusion is that they're here without weapons so that they could plea. At least let them do that. Doba just so mad, so angry. Yanks real hard on the guy's hair, but then lets go and just storms off into the crowd. And everybody was like convinced after Ghibli, except maybe a couple guys that were still kind of like, I don't want to kill him though. But the vast majority of people were on the side. And then after now, the mayor has said this, everybody's just kind of like not saying anything. And people kind of back off. And the mayor says, well, I would gladly give the four of you pass into our town. Now, you can come in, we'll go to my home and speak to the issues that you are here to speak about. I'm sure it's about the urgency of this fire, but I'm not going to ask that we do it in public for fear of something breaking out. We may have convinced the masses here. The people's hand, the lot of you, you come with me. Please, if you could surround these four, not prisoners, but escort them to ensure that no one attacks them, that would be wonderful. The rest of you, unless you intend to challenge the authority of your mayor, stand at the wall, be ready in case of incursion. But do not kill a single elf. He'll roll persuasion. He's still one man.
With a lot of power, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's the mayor. Like, what's he going to do if they really revolt?
Nothing.
Yeah, just stand there and take it. He says all this, and people kind of, yes, sir. Understood. Yeah. I'm only doing this because you control our taxes. And then people kind of rein it in. There's now that smaller group kind of is at the doors, the gates, there to be like the first force, and then everybody else kind of stays lined up, except for like 30 of them that start running around and putting out fires in the grass. Somebody's like, I don't know how the fires got over here. They're like miles away. But those fires seem under control. And are you guys going to escort these elves with them?
I'm going to help up that elf that was being like held.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Goodberry and give him one as we start to like lead them.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't seem like horribly hurt, but he took a bit of a abuse. And this guy who seems like the one that was standing in the way of anybody throwing punches.
I forgot that they were being punched as well. Instead of casting Goodberry, I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds on the guy.
Okay, yeah. There were some cuts and scrapes, a little bruising under his eye. And he's kind of like holding his arm a little bit. That seems to really help.
Okay. Clonus, after having this whole situation, falls to his knees and then looks over at Cephas and says, I didn't know if that was going to work or not. Can you carry me? I think I peed myself.
Not if you peed yourself.
I think I'm dry. Honestly, I don't know. Can you carry me again?
I grabbed the back of his armor, kind of like a cat.
This will work.
At the scruff.
Okay.
The scruff of his armor.
Mm-hmm. I do have a tuft just right there for him to grab onto. It's like a carrier case.
Little muffin top.
So, Lumen flying over the group. I'm sorry, I forgot to get to it, Jude, but Soap did see the guy with the horn. Does it matter now?
No.
Okay, sorry. The guy with the horn was kind of in the center ranks of all of those on the wall. Like it was with the bows and stuff. And he found it after a couple minutes. Sorry, I just got distracted. With that, you guys start escorting these elves. The mayor does grab one of them by the arm. not in a rude way or whatever, but he like grabs him by the arm to kind of guide him. Also to just like, still, you know, they're inside the wall, ensure that they walk with you guys. And he kind of nods at you, Holic, to do the same.
Yeah, I was going to.
Nods at Titus and Ghibli to do the same if you grab the other two. So you guys guide these elves all kind of walking around. As you walk away, nobody really gives you an issue. As you're walking into the town through that line of people, nobody's attacking, but these ones seem the ones like less convinced. And they're just kind of like eyeing everybody. But they part. You guys walk the elves into the town. You go to one of the nicer houses in the town. This is the mayor's house. It's got a small like metal fence around it. These fairly nice hedges, a little garden. You see a younger Furbolg guy. It's probably in his 20s or equivalent of his 20s, you know, standing in the garden, just kind of like watching out over. And he's wearing kind of frumpy, nice clothes as well. This is the mayor's son. And as you guys are walking them in, the elves are just kind of like looking around, like they're past the walls now, or the little metal fence of his house, and they're like a little freaked out because like they're, you know,
in the belly of the beast.
Yeah, they're just a little freaked out. But the one that was kind of beaten up a little bit and was grabbed by the hair is just shoulders back, trying to be as stoic as he can, and that's the one that's being held by the mayor. Do you all go inside?
Yeah.
Is it visible that one of them's freaked out or not?
They're all just kind of like eyes wide, like looking around a little bit, like, oh man, like. So yeah, it's visible. I
just message one of the ones closest to me to say it's going to be okay. We're going to figure this out.
Thank you. That went terrible. I mean, it wasn't gonna go well, but it went really bad from the beginning.
Quickly.
They all walk into the home. You see as soon as the door is shut behind you, he lets go of the guy. And he's just like, I'm very sorry to do this. Do you mind if we search you for weapons? I see that you're not armed, but I want to be certain. And all four elves just nod. And then he kind of like eyes them a little bit. And then in Elven, those of you that speak Elven hear him say the same thing. And then they all more knowingly nod. They seem like they kind of got it, but now they get it. And for whatever reason, the mayor speaks Elven. Does anybody want to conduct that search? Help him do that?
I can do one.
Okay. A servant comes over. This like middle-aged woman. She's wearing armor, so she must be like the house guard for him, or at least one of his guards. She walks over and she starts patting one of them down. You can go and do the same. You can each just take one, or take two, excuse me.
18.
18 on the first one. Okay, so the servant walks over to the one he's talking to and starts patting him down. You do the same with the other guy next to him. As you do so, no visible weapons, of course, but in one of his boots, you do find a small knife. Do you make it known?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna toss it like onto a table, like across, like far enough away that he can't like.
The elf kind of like, just like doesn't react, just kind of nods. Okay, go ahead and roll for the next one.
21.
Okay. She seemed to have found nothing on the guy she searched first. Now she's searching one of the women. You're searching the other woman. And both of them have little blow dart guns in one of their boots. Just these little reeds, you know, that are hollowed out. And then they've got 3 darts on the side. And they have some sort of sticky substance on the end of them.
I'm going to take the blow dart and the ammunition and set him with the knife across the way.
They kind of like have their hands up and they just nod. Okay. And then he takes them to a sitting room, pulls a few chairs forward. There's like 6 chairs, so not enough for everybody, but he sits in one of them and then says, please, you've all been traveling and scared and had a rather hard night, or morning, excuse me. Sit and tell us why you're here.
Is there by chance a map of the area in this room at all? Some people have like big maps of the area.
There would be a zoomed in Riskelian country map, like that's zoomed in on this region of Riskelia. So it shows the northeastern side of Riskelia, so not quite north enough to Trinity. It just goes just as north as the top of the Tor Pinnacle. So it's kind of actually the southeastern side. And then you see like Merkband, Basin Point, the Radif Merk, all that kind of in it. But it's like a zoomed in look, so you see just how dense this forest is based on the depiction of it, and Wild Valley on it. There's no like details for like the areas of Wild Valley, but
Levi from the editing room here. For those that don't know, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can look at the screen now and see the very map that they're taking a look at. Also, you can go to discord.gg/christianinfluence where you can get involved with a community of people that also are fans of the show. We recently did a raffle for the opportunity to be able to play with some of the cast of the show. So join up now so you can be a part of the next event. Now back to the show.
I was just going to try if it was detailed enough to study to see where there's like water and stuff where we could make a plan for
Okay.
fire.
You see in like there's notations, like little circles and stuff clear of like a lake in the northern part of the Wild Valley Forest or the Wild Woods, excuse me. And that is presumably like where the fire is at, actually, because if you remember, like that's where they were doing the sacrifices and stuff. You also see like there's a creek that runs out of the north side of the Tor Pinnacle into that lake. And then there's just like a river, excuse me. There are a few like little creeks that seem to kind of run off that lake, but you're not exactly sure where they would be. And you guys didn't notice them in the forest actually when you were going through it. So, but that's the closest real body of water. Other than that, days south of you is the Radif Merk, which is like that swampy area. Okay. They all sit down, all four of them, and they just kind of sit there and in Elven start saying, because they've recognized he speaks Elven, they're not going to waste their time in common.
Yep.
So anybody that speaks Elven understands this. Well, last night, last night, and it's that main one, the one that was grabbed, actually starts doing the talking. Fires broke out in our pens for our mounts and livestock. For the vast majority of them were burned and severely hurt, but also it caused a significant amount of chaos in our colony. We aren't exactly certain how they were started. We have some ideas, and he kind of like looks around the room a little bit when he says that.
Don't worry, we're helping.
Getting a closer look, do anybody recognize these four?
These four? Like a wisdom check.
13.
13? You don't recognize any of these four particularly. You haven't spent a lot of time with elves. So they don't all look the same, but they, at least not to you entirely, a little bit though. And you're just not super familiar with their kind. He continues. We spent the majority of the night and then the morning trying to put these fires out, but the problem is it's a very thick wood and we're surrounded by them. The majority of our encampment area was taken over pretty quickly, and we were rushing through the forest, and I will assure you the last thing any of us wanted to do was to come crawling to your doorsteps. And I don't mean to offend you as we ask you for help, but we also don't like you guys. We understand the way this looks. Our intention was we were going to burn in the forest, so we left our area and hoped that we could fight the fires there. We only have so many magicians and arcanists. So we did our best, but like I said, we were not going to come to you. But then the forest, many of us began to hear whispers in the trees, and to hear clearly that the forest was reacting to this issue. And spirits of the wood began to attack us in retribution for these fires. Many of our people were slaughtered, taken control of, and then turned their ire upon us, and we had to run. And as far as we got, it didn't matter until we left the woods, and then we were but on your doorstep and realized we didn't have a choice, and so we had to hope that you would let us in, and then we could just have peace talks or something. But we expected this sort of reaction. We didn't have a choice, though. So the four of us volunteered to go in unarmed, minus some contingencies. That's it. We weren't even hoping. We weren't even intending. We weren't expecting you to go and fight the fires for us or with us. We were just hoping that we could stay here and even outside your gate. I don't know what we hoped for, honestly. just to go this way. We couldn't turn around and go the other way. And that's all he says.
I'm gonna roll an insight check just to like see if it sounds genuine, but I want to see if it feels genuine.
Can I as well?
Sure.
May I as well?
Sure.
Watching the others to see if they react to what he's saying, like anyway.
That is so.
I'm shaking my head the whole time as if I understand. I don't know.
And our entire families were slaughtered.
Is this all in Elvish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Once he realized the mayor spoke Elvish, he just spoke in Elvish.
25.
Do you speak Elvish?
I do.
26.
Wow. David?
I hate you.
I rolled nat 20.
Natty 20, 22.
Whoa.
The whole time he was speaking, I was translating for Cephas, but I would kind of change it a little bit every once in a while. Just add in some weird words.
Oh, not even just in a way to not tell him where the fires are from, just adding weirdness.
Just adding like strange words to see if Cephas would pick up on the oddity of what I'm saying. Or like,
Give me an example.
They came to filibuster.
They came to filibuster, and they all of a sudden we had to leave our village because there was too much poop on the ground.
That's not where I thought he was concerned about the fires.
I thought there would be no concern about the fires.
Turns out it was poop.
It's a public health issue, you know. It's San Francisco in there.
Just
Well, we
enough
started
to
stepping
make him
on the
question.
fires and we found it was all made from little paper bags filled with poop. And then we have poop on our shoes and the fires.
What were we supposed to do?
I want to roll insight.
It was a crappy
So we
situation.
ran to you guys.
You're gonna roll insight on Clonus?
Yeah.
On-
At 20. I know you're full of it.
Oh, I'm deception in this thing.
He was full of the poop the whole time.
Not a chance. But
Not a chance. That's 13. That's a
Okay.
14.
It just got too ridiculous.
once you said the poop,
and then they decided to go to the moon.
Yeah. Clonus is like, well, he'll believe anything.
So these are
He decided to go to the second moon. And he's like, oh, they might be onto something there.
Yeah. So those of you who rolled insight, all pretty good, except Levi, what was yours?
25.
Oh, sorry.
What are you talking
I
about?
thought yours was 25, Lexi. 26.
Hers was one above. That's why I said that I hated her.
Sorry. And then 22. Everybody kind of real keyed into what this guy's saying. Seems pretty legit. The other ones around him don't react like, they're like, what is this? He's lying. But a couple times they react like a little surprised.
What parts were they reacting to? Like,
They're just kind of like surprised that he's almost like that he included that by being like when he went, oh, we don't like you guys either, you know, and then like the part about the spirits, because it seemed like he's telling the truth. They seem like they know it, but they kind of seem surprised that he included that. Well, in common, what do all of you think? Do the 8 of you have any idea how these fires started?
I can tell you I was there. And these were saving me from being imprisoned by these elves. And I didn't see them start no fires.
Okay.
I started the fires.
Turns out he started the fires.
All right. I'm not familiar with you yet.
The Edivard.
Edvard? Why?
They had captured our friend Cephas there. And so-
Understood. I don't have any particular love for these people. If I'm being honest with you, I am not too affronted by that. They were a bit of an occupying force here and a real thorn in our side. So I'm not upset. However, I am disappointed.
That's so much worse.
Only because our livelihood lives in that forest. But I probably would have done the same.
When Edivard says, I started the fires, what do the reactions on the elves look like? Can I get a...
Make an insight check.
Can I make an insight as well?
Sure.
Could I as well?
Sure.
Insight of 7.
Wow.
18.
They're really not reacting.
A 21.
Whoa. Okay, so Holik and Ghibli, you guys notice the other man and one of the women like both look at Edovard and just don't look away from him. But just their eyes kind of wide. Not like, ugh. They're just like, and they don't look away from him. Actually, they're going to roll a perception check. Okay. They're just really looking him up and down.
He's taken.
By his job.
Please, ladies. I'm taken.
Well, what is your name, elf? And the elf kind of sighs. Darkassin. Darkassin, your people have harried our trade caravans and slaughtered our livestock and taken them. What were your goals? Why were you doing that? Understand, I mean, you are our enemies. You have been our enemies. And I'm not one to, even my enemies, take the opportunity to just slaughter them when they're unarmed. But you must understand, at best, you may get here through a public vote, imprisonment, and enslavement. Like, you're not just going to join our town. He kind of, yeah, I don't expect that. We just wanted to get out of the forest where it's burning. And what your guy said before is right. You guys have reason to want the forest to be not burning too. How about we work together, we put the forest out, we go back, you guys go back, and nothing ever happened. And the mayor kind of, I don't know that will go over well. There needs to be something. Yes, but you all are responsible for the forest having been burned at all. People from your town came into the forest and set it on fire. You kidnapped their guy.
And ambushed us, by the way, and tried to kill the rest of us during that kidnapping. In Elven, I'm saying this.
That's a good point.
I'm not actually from this town.
Oh.
That changes anything.
And that was in Elven too.
Okay.
You should be thanking us.
Why?
We saved you.
How?
Giant snake lady.
I didn't see a giant snake lady.
Cause we killed it.
Oh,
You're welcome. I don't understand. Guys' mannerisms, their cues, I don't know.
You sound great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
The mayor, his name is Theric. He says, how about this? I can buy some time with the public. The way we do things around here, though, is a town hall. All of them will gather, as many as can and want, and we'll decide what is to be done about this issue. However, I will impose some authority. No one is to harm or go to battle or war with any of your elves until the forest is safe. As many of your elves as would like to help with that are welcome to go. The rest must stay outside the wall, between the wall and the forest. I'm sorry for these spirits that seem to be attacking you. He kind of like looks at a few of you like, sure. But I cannot let you inside. And I think you understand it's probably for your benefit, because I don't think many of you will survive very long in here. So, outside the wall, where I know you're contained and also you're safe, and I will not allow my people to come out there and attack you. When the fire is dealt with, you are to return home, and then our town will gather, and you're welcome to be here for these talks, and you can plead your case. Our town will gather, and they will decide what is going to be done and what our reaction will be, if we're coming after you or not. The elf kind of. And the elf looks around at you guys, so does Thera, kind of look at you guys like, are you all okay with that?
This would be a really good time during everybody trying to put out the fire for you guys to think about how you guys want to deal with the town after this. This is a really good starting point for everybody to try to make amends before there is more bloodshed.
The elves kind of nod. Was that in Elven, I assume?
Mhm.
Okay. He said everything he said in Elven, unfortunately for those that don't speak Elven, but okay, that is what we'll do. I will make an announcement for it at the wall and tell everyone. I'll have some of my servants who I can trust go and spread this information through the town. You're not to be harmed. I would suggest that maybe 2 of your 4 remain here as kind of a bargaining chip. That is to be that if any of your elves, who are also not to attack any of my people, attack anyone, you'll be killed. And he nods. He goes, I will stay, and as will my wife. The other 2, they will go and spearhead the fire situation. They have some ideas. Well, in that case, you 2 stay here. You're welcome to enjoy my home. You're not allowed to leave. But you will be fed and taken care of, and depending on how long this takes, you'll have a place to rest. The people's hand. Do you mind speaking to me in the other room?
Yep. Okay. Does he say that in common?
Yeah. Titus just stays there.
Yeah, first words I've heard all day.
I wouldn't relate it to you.
Hey, before I go in, can I look at the elf and just ask him,
Ilvasar, do you know that name?
He looks at you and nods. Yeah, I know him. I haven't seen him since the fires broke out. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he got thrown into a pool and eaten by a monster.
Did you do that to him?
I believe it was Yila, something like that.
Yellen?
Yellen, that's what it was.
I didn't like Yellen.
Well, he got his head bitten off. Died rather quickly, actually.
You have to understand, all of us who have been living in the wildwood, we returned 75 years ago from...
I know, the rapture, the scattered ones. I heard it all, actually.
We were kind of driven there. But Yellen, I don't know if you've heard this part, Yellen really stepped up and gave us direction. We needed somebody to represent us, but also to lead us. And Yellen had strong opinions about what we were to do and about the way we had been rejected and treated. But also, Yellen had a connection to the land that many of us had lost in our time away from it. And he had claimed to have spoken to a presence within the very land itself that was crying out for our return. And he said that not only did we deserve this land again that was once ours, at least a portion of it was, he said that the land itself was screaming for our return because the humans had been destroying it. In our discussions upon our immediate arrival back to Volumgard 3/4 of a century ago, humans didn't really react well. None of you did, not even just humans. But the kingdom here didn't react well. So Yellen decided he was going to find all of us that were scattered, unify us under one banner, and we were slowly accruing power. And he had some crazy idea about summoning the aid of a greater being than ourselves. It sounds like that's whoever you fought and just killed, and I'm impressed. And whoever I assume bit his head off. But Yellen was pretty radical, pretty intense. But he was our leader, and we believed in his plan. So I can't say I wasn't a part of it. I certainly was. We wanted to raise forces, raise an army, and end this kingdom and start our own. We were just starting small.
So that means you capture and slaughter the innocent. Perhaps Yellen has misled you.
I wasn't aware of the slaughtering of the innocent.
Really, what have I done? Such that you would capture me and drag me and sacrifice me?
I didn't capture you and sacrifice you.
No.
Those who were commanded to by Yellen.
Your leader then, yeah?
Yeah, my leader.
Perhaps you've been misled.
Perhaps.
Ilvasar's wife and child, are they safe?
Yes.
I'd like to see them.
I can arrange that.
Very good.
And I'm just going to get up and walk into the room with the other people.
Okay.
Titus has just been in the corner, like talking to himself. He's like, "How old are you, sir?" "I'm 18."
Okay, so
Could I also ask him?
Sure.
In Sylvan,
Yeah.
if they have a dragon?
A dragon? Wait, are you talking about the thing that was flying through the sky, like blocking out the stars?
Yeah, there's something.
What did you say?
Do you have a dragon?
No. A dragon? Do I have one?
You hesitated. You hesitated.
Did I? I don't have a dragon.
Okay.
Perhaps at the ridiculousness of asking if he had a dragon. Yeah.
Saw a big flying creature prior to entering the woods.
I haven't any idea what that was. Did you see what it was? What it looked like?
Thought it was a dragon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it was like a wood dragon. I don't know if that's a thing.
A wood dragon?
Yeah, I don't know. Came from the forest. You're like a wood elf, right?
I live in the woods.
Yeah. Wood dragon, wood elf. I don't know. Protector, I don't know.
Well, we have no dragon. If we had a dragon protector, I don't think Yellen would have been seeking out the aid he was seeking that immediately got him killed.
That makes sense. I'm gonna go in the other room. Thanks for Thanks.
Okay. You all join Theric, the mayor, in the other room, who is now sitting on this sofa. Not a lot of seats. There's like one other little like plush chair in here.
I finally put Clonus down.
He passes out. I had intended on asking all of you a lot of questions. Are the 8 of you intending to go help with these fires?
Yes.
Okay, well then we're going to rally a group of people to do that right now, and I think we can talk a little more candidly later. I would have recommended that you did. It sounds as though you are directly responsible. I would like to have a brief debriefing of what it is you guys encountered in there that he's referring to and I've heard a little bit of. When going into the forest, what happened to get you here?
Well, on our way through, we were ambushed. They had nooses around us. One of us couldn't get his noose off, and he was just pulled deeper into the forest. We followed, and in a roundabout way, we scouted a little bit of it out. We went in, and on our way, we set a couple diversions in order to have a distraction on our way out while bringing our friend. Up at the top of a hill, there was this pond, and as I got there, a sacrifice was made, and a great serpent-bodied, but with the upper torso of a woman, giant woman, came out, turned people to stone, and ate their leader instantly upon being brought out of it. Half of our party was turned to stone. By the time we caught back up to them, they had become unstoned, and we chased down the creature, and it was bringing Venora along with it. And we slaughtered the creature, retrieved our weapons, and escaped through the chaos that was happening in their camp. And then came here.
Good to know. Well, be on your way. Muster up the troops, I guess, and the people that are necessary. I will have people go and send the message for what is to be done. And see to the fires, I suppose. Do you guys have any idea on how to...
Is it dusty? The ground?
It's a forest.
Sure. Asking if it's dust, like what kind of... Is it really
it's
moist ground that you couldn't cause a little dust up?
It's not super dusty, unfortunately.
How many creeks or rivers run through the forest that we know of?
I mean, the topography of the forest kind of changes pretty regularly, and the creeks just kind of wander around inside.
Guess the elves might know more about that area.
We can try digging a ditch, felling trees, and making a perimeter. But it's gonna have to be big.
Yeah. And fast. We can't really get to the lake anymore because it's probably surrounded by fire.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the townsfolk have dealt with this sort of thing before. Summer fires aren't foreign to us. The difference is this has been allowed to fester a little bit. At least today, right? Happened during the night. We kind of watched it grow, but we knew it was in the area that the elves were in, and none of us went after it. So,
I mean, I honestly assumed that they would have some magical capabilities or some way of putting it out.
well, perhaps they have some. Perhaps they have some, but they just didn't have enough because it grew so fast. I don't know, and they were running. But maybe all of us, concerted effort, attacking it head on. But you're going to have to deal with whatever these spirits are that they're talking about, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. So,
Let's pray for rain.
we can do that. Yeah.
Ilmater,
Kadal,
Lord of the sky,
Lord of the vault,
Lord of the water that comes and puts out fires.
Lord and hoarder of all of our souls. When
What
they
are
go
you
beyond.
saying? I'm praying to Ilmater.
I'm praying to Kadal.
Go pray in the corner then, yeah?
This is my house.
Today your house is the house of Ilmater. Lord Ilmater,
To be fair, I
thank you for your rich blessings. We pray for rain. Lots of it. Enough to put out a fire. Amen.
Amen.
Real quick, was there a church in town, or like a chapel, or a healer, or like a shaman, or a
Shaman.
I'm looking for, like a kind of a bum.
A bum?
Like an outcast, fortune teller, dusty book haver.
There isn't a church. No.
No church.
No church. As far as population goes, huh?
I was looking at Levi. What kind of town you live in?
There's not like an organized church anywhere. There are like some altars here and there to specific deities. If you're looking for religious stuff, but no, sorry. What do you want? Do you want to look for something similar?
I was just thinking of places that maybe had books on the forest, or like like if there was an old hermit who may know something about these spirits, because so far that's the only thing we have known.
Are you asking the mayor this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I guess. Well, let me think. Who could you go to?
Who's been in the town the longest is what I would start with.
Town the longest.
Edvard, I'm gonna go ask the elves, see if they have any.
More comprehensive answer.
Yeah.
There is a gnomish woman named Aubrey Bellinus, excuse me. She's pretty old, a gnome. She's kind of creepy, and she's lived here longer than I have. It mostly stays to herself, pretty secluded, and I will tell you right now, in case you're trying to get information out of her and she doesn't want to behave, she owes quite a debt to Silas Cedarpress.
Cedarpress?
Mm-hmm. Silas Cedarpress the carpenter. He's a crotchety old man. They don't get along well. And she owes him a big debt. She has for a long time. And right now, he had to take legal action with me and get me involved. And so she is on a payment plan. But she's not very good about it. So you could possibly leverage that.
Thank you.
Are you going to go try and talk to her?
Yes.
So you go find her house. It is this rinky-dink shack, like on the farthest edge of the town, closest to the mountains, basically, where like the first homes in this area would have gone up. But it's like honestly in a part of the land where the land starts to kind of like lift up a little bit. So part of the house is kind of lurched up. There's a couple trees around. It's not like disturbingly like a shack. It's just small and been here for a long time. What do you do?
Knock on the door.
Okay. Go away.
I know about a certain debt to Silas.
Oh my goodness, is he sending collectors now?
I was going to see if I could help you pay it off.
Make a deception check. Or if you're not lying, you can make a persuasion. You don't have to tell me what it was. She is going to make an insight, though. She's poop.
12.
The door. You want to help me pay it off, huh? Come inside.
Thank you.
The door shuts. You see a gnomish woman, 3 feet tall, and big bulbous nose that sags, and as she moves around, the nose like moves around.
Oh.
David, long gray, mostly white hair that like hangs down like almost to the floor, but then the top portion of it just kind of up. She smells a lot like herbs, and it's like there's smoke kind of rolling through the house, just this really dense, skunky smell. She shuffles around on her feet a lot. She's just wearing a nightgown that's like draped across her body. Basically, she looks kind of like a bag of bones.
All right.
For a gnome, like one of the oldest gnomes you've ever seen. But she's spry enough. Like she's shuffling, but she shuffles quickly over to the other end of the one room in the house, except for what looks like maybe like the bathroom. And she just kind of, her bed is in one corner. She goes over to the counter space where she's got like some fruit that's pretty old. And she just sits there and goes, please, yeah, come on in. Can I get you some fruit? I have only apples, actually.
No, thank you.
What is all that? What you're wrapped in there?
I have an ailment. My skin becomes irritated.
Very old.
It's not contagious.
Okay. How can you help me pay this off?
Firstly, I'm with an adventuring party. We're going to try to make sense of this fire.
Oh, adventurers. You're all the worst.
I
all
know.
get into trouble and you bring trouble with you.
But I bring coin.
Yeah. That's true. You all have that too.
The elves have been warning about some sort of spirits reacting to the fire, fighting back against them.
What fire?
The forest. It's on fire.
The forest is on fire?
Yes.
It's our no good mayor probably to let that happen. I tell you, ever since he got into power, he walked in and said, oh, we need politics now. You know, everything was great. Everything was really, really great before because, well, we just had our own, economy in here. We were all hunter-gatherers. No, but now trade's important. Now we have to have alliances with the king. Now we have to hear about when war is on the doorstep and they bring their soldiers in and they ask us to go. I'm old and I'm a woman. They don't want me. But we're involved now. And it's probably that no good mayor's fault. He probably set the fire. Literally trying to light a fire under the feet of all those towns. We want to get them to go to war. He probably wants people not to live here so that they'll get involved in the war. That's ridiculous. I couldn't believe he'd do that.
How long have you lived here?
Since I was a girl. A little girl. I've always been a girl.
So just a couple years then. Just a handful of years.
She just blinks. Nice try, son. I'm beyond old. I'm so old, the flattery means nothing to me at this point.
Well, then perhaps some gold. Then perhaps some gold.
That matters.
I'm just looking to see if you have any information on the spirits that the elves have been talking about. Anything weird?
Why didn't you just say that? Spirits, huh? What are these spirits? Spirits of what? Dead?
Some sort of nature spirits. Angry.
In the forest?
Supposedly.
Oh, yes. My mother told me tales. How much gold are we talking?
10. How much are we talking about spirits?
What do you want to know? Who they are? I know them by name. No, I don't. I know a lot. Give me the 10.
I hand over a platinum.
You can decide how worthwhile my information is and give me more. But I do want more. She pockets the platinum. So, these spirits, ancient fae, nature spirits, they were summoned by the first elves who lived here on Riskelia. Long before it was Riskelia. Now, are you listening? Okay, write this down. Long before it was Riskelia. I forgot what the place was called. Elves lived here. People lived here too. No larger organized people kingdoms. Are you listening still?
Diligently.
The elves had deep communion with the land, right? Well, there was a great evil. This evil in the world was in Raskelia. And it was inspiring war and butchery and death. And the elves had it under control. The control they had over it has something to do with the forests. Well, humans like to cut forests down. And so to prevent the overall butchery of the forests and therefore the destruction of the elves' plan, they summoned fae spirits and bound them to the trees of the forest in order to defend the forest. So if the forest is under deliberate attack, these spirits come forward and they kill anyone there that isn't natural, shouldn't be there. That's what it means.
That's elucidating.
Hallucinating? I'm not hallucinating. My mother told me this story when I was but a girl.
You don't know them by name, though.
No, that was a joke. I said it was a joke.
That's very important.
The specific spirits, I don't know how many there are. There's spirits summoned to inhabit the forest, and they sit there until the forest is in trouble. Think about it this way. You know, there's hunters, there's protectors of the land, there's protectors of the people, but who protects the body of trees itself? These spirits, and they slumber, right? They sit, they slumber, and then, well, they come out when they're woken, and they're woken by destruction of the trees.
This is big. Would you mind if I brought back some of my comrades and we spoke about this some more? With gold.
Yes.
I'll be back.
Okay.
And I'll
bring them.
Meet back with the group.
Okay. You rush back to the group. Wait, did you ever give her any more gold?
No.
I thought she gave you a lot of info.
I gave her 10 gold.
That's a lot for a little.
Told you the story of the Lorax and changed it for the Fae.
Yeah. She pitched me a DreamWorks movie.
My mother read this story to me.
In the bucket.
She's like 30,000 gold in debt, and you just
a drop in the bucket of her debt, dude. She owes a lot of money to that dude. All right, where are you going? Back to the group?
Back to the group as soon as I can.
I was gonna get armor and stuff for my home, don it all, and then have a quick word with my wife and child if I could find them in the crowds.
Okay. For sure. They weren't in the crowds. They stayed home.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, they're both old enough that it's not like your wife had to stay home with. I mean, your daughter's like a teenager, right?
She's like a young adult. Yeah.
A young adult. Yeah. So yeah, they would have been in the line of people. Yeah, you find them, Celia and Petra.
I'm gonna tell them, don't go into the forest and stay on the back line in case any of those elves out there come through. I don't want you guys on the front line because those monsters that they ride.
I'm more worried about Doba and some of his cronies from the bar hopping the gate and killing some of them. Or breaking into the mayor's house and killing the ones in there. I mean, he told us all the information. He made the announcement.
How strong does Doba actually look? Like,
pretty strong. I mean, he's like, he drinks quite a bit, doesn't get a lot of rest, but like, he's just a strong guy, man. Like, he's not working out, but he's a strong guy.
Yeah.
What's your strength?
On a level of
18.
1 to 20.
You have an 18 strength?
Yeah, dude, I'm strong. I'm jacked.
I didn't know that. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
16.
You're pretty sure that, surprisingly, he's got you a little bit on size, but you're pretty sure you guys are comparable in strength. Doesn't mean you have the same score, but you're close. Give or take 1.
You can be around the manor if you want, but if you can't talk him down, don't get in any kind of brawls with him. Stay clear of him.
Yes, love.
And I make eye contact and I put my hand on my daughter's shoulder and be like, promise me that.
Yes, sir. I promise. Yes, sir.
Stay safe and...
I know it's urgent, but I don't think that they're leaving for about an hour.
Wait, do we have an hour?
She says that, but like, it looks like people are pretty close to leaving.
Yeah.
Do a lot of you have time for lunch? It's still relatively fresh.
I'm going to look at the crowd and I'm going to try and judge how much time I actually have, if I've got enough time to eat. Just insight, maybe?
Sure.
All right, 19.
Yeah, you probably got time, and it kind of looks like people are still gathering up resources and stuff. It's only been like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah. But also, they're kind of looking to you guys. Like, you guys are the big men on campus, kind of like you rolled in, everybody knows you for the most part. Like you're not that big of a deal, but also the mayor had you guys take the elves to his house and stuff. So they're like kind of looking to you guys like, when are we going? So if you ducked out for 30 minutes, they'd wait.
Okay. And during a lunch, I'm gonna be like candid with them in private. I said what I said so that there wasn't bloodshed and so that we could use their help to stop this fire. But I don't trust those people out there at all.
The elves?
Yeah. So don't trust them to be alone around them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. They're all on the outside of the wall. We'll stay inside.
But like, if anything happens during these debates and things, and if things swing to having more peace, be careful.
You don't want more peace, or?
Oh, I want peace. I just, even if we have peace, I
You don't trust them.
I don't trust them around people that I love.
Understood. We'll stay at home. Okay, so you guys all have a delicious lunch real quick. You still have a moment to eat and rest a little bit together. But what was gonna be this like, hey, we got Cephas back, we're all together, we got some stuff done in town, and kind of like family meal is now like quick meal before going back to work. You know, like it's like you got home from a long day of work, and then somebody's like, I really need you to go outside and chop wood. And you're like, oh my goodness, let me eat real quick. Like, it's quick.
It's
and
not
kind of somber. Also, you're going to fix an issue that you caused, whether it was a mistake or not. Like, you're going to fix this thing that you started. But it's very delicious. It's not piping hot anymore, but it's warm enough. Good food. And poor Celia is trying so hard to like bring spirits up. She's like, I roasted this rabbit all morning, and the funniest thing happened. At one point, some of the fat exploded on the fire, and poor Petra just jumped out of her seat. And people are just, it's kind of like, I handpicked all the herbs for this, also for the stuffing of the rabbit. I handpicked them all from the garden. Guess who planted that garden for me? Holik. You might think he's this hardened hunter. He's a big softy. He really is. He planted that whole garden for me just because that was right after, remember?
No families, man.
Kind of looks around.
I love the flowers. They're tasty.
What? Oh, they're gone. Oh, I'm glad you liked them. Okay, so you guys finish your meal and head out. You leave and make your way to the gate. There's a group of about 40 people there waiting. And then outside the gate, there are 20 elves already as well. So you have 68 people going into this forest to do whatever it is. Now, I'm not going to make us sit here and role play putting out all this.
I wanted a role play of putting out a fire.
You want to role play firefighters?
No.
It sounds kind of cool. It does sound kind of cool, but I'm just saying for time's sake.
Yeah. No.
What I will do is just turn it into a minigame. Minigame! So, the way this is going to work is you tell me what you want to do as a group, and I will give you a number of chances. I'm going to determine a number of successes that are necessary for you to fight the fire or for the fire to win. And if the fire wins, that means it reaches the border of the town. That's bad.
Can I drive the fire truck?
Yes, you can drive the fire.
We'll load up the cart with water.
Yeah. You're like, no, don't mount the crossbows, mount hoses. I'll be rolling against you because there will be some things that could happen.
Interesting.
Okay, that's not fair.
Like gas leaks, gas explosions.
Gas leaks,
natural gas. Radiation from the natural gas.
Wild Valley is all about their natural gas. Most of their heat, natural gas.
Dude, I've got all the.
So if the fire wins, the capital city of Steelhaven will see a mushroom cloud in the east.
No, my family.
No, if this was in the swamp, maybe. Oh, the Radif guys, the Radif Merc is on fire.
He goes, leave.
Okay.
Princess Bride it.
Could I have tried to steal the war horn from that guy or asked him for it before we left?
What are you doing? Stealing it or asking him?
Stealing it.
You're gonna try and steal it?
Yeah, just have the bird just kind of grab it.
Make a sleight of hand check. First, make a stealth check. See if you go unnoticed.
I'm using the bird. Yeah. 6.
Okay, the bird like goes and just like lands on his side, and the guy's like, "What are you doing? Whose are you?" Oh gosh!
Grab that.
And he's like trying to get his bow in position to shoot it. You want to just like peck at the thing?
Yeah, get the.
Okay, make a dexterity check. So it's no longer in silence here. It's just happening in front of. The guy rolled really bad.
29 natty.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Soap just clips the rope that's holding it, grabs it, and flies off. And goes, did anybody see that?
Everybody's watching the elves.
No, everyone's watching it because he was like on the wall.
Yeah.
And then, oh gosh, stop. Did anybody just see that? And a couple guys kind of like, their eyes dart over. Dude, we're on guard duty. Nobody saw that? Dude, this bird flew out of the air, just cut the line on my horn and flew off with it. Dude, you didn't even have the horn. What are you talking about? I did. I had the horn. Dude, the mayor gave me. You don't remember the horn ceremony where he gave me the horn?
Dude, you lost the horn and now you're making up the story? Dude.
We're gonna need that.
Give me that guy's eye.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon. You guys start the trek. It takes most of the day to get to where the fire is. I'll say what you see here is just, you remember that wall of like really closed or like close together trees that kind of blocked off the elven encampment? It's beyond that. You don't reach those because to get to the edge of the fire, like you don't even see those. It's probably 40 minutes beyond that. Like another 40 minutes of what you're estimating is you guys traveled this, another 40 minutes of travel would have gotten you there. So it's made a decent stretch.
Could Lumen have gotten a bird's eye view or Soap to see like the growth and like which direction it seems to be growing?
Make a perception check. Lumen and Soap if you'd like.
29 natty.
Wow.
Nice. Go Soap, go.
18 plus 7.
Okay, between the two of you, its growth is like, I mean, none of you have experience with like forest fires to a certain, like, an extent, like, oh, wow, the growth is really like, in comparison to these, it's bigger. It's doubled in size easily from last night because it grew kind of quickly last night. And it is going in the direction of the town, like diagonally towards the town, because northwest of the town is where the elven encampment was, because it was like into the forest and then up. And it's going southeast towards the town.
Like it has a mind of its own?
What do you like? Is something controlling it?
Yeah. Is it spreading normally, or is it just kind of?
Oh, is it like creepily tunneling? Like
Yeah, because that's where the elves win.
I mean,
Is it going with the wind, or is it seem a little like it's fighting the wind a bit?
it seems to be going with the wind. It doesn't seem like a cone or like a cylinder, like going in that direction. A line. It is crawling out. Like there's certainly some growth in other directions, but generally. Like the forest is, I mean, the forest that's on fire that's bigger is in that direction. The bigger portions.
Could I have grabbed, or at least tried to direct people to grab like axes and shovels and things?
Yeah,
like
people would have. They've dealt with small ones.
Yeah, what's the summer fire?
Yeah, they've dealt, it's like the crew that does that and then some is here.
Yeah.
And so everybody's ready to cut trees down, be digging trenches.
Yeah.
A couple people that are a little bit druidic, like with some skill in producing some water and stuff are here as well. What were you gonna say, Matt?
Well, I'm just saying if they find out what the path is on, then we would cut the bottom, about 7 feet up from the tree. You'd cut all the bottom portion out and all the leafy areas, and you just keep it to the tops of the trees, and that would prevent it from spreading so that you don't have to cut the trees down. But we could still do that.
On the way here, could I have talked to the elves and asked them if, like, what magic they have and if they have any ways?
7 of them are equipped with the ability to control the wind to some extent, and also, they're just basic druidic stuff. So they can do a little bit of wind control. If there is water, they can control it to some extent, but they're not super powerful.
Did you tell us about the spirits and how they worked?
I would have certainly relayed that I talked to the elder, and she just gave me some vague knowledge.
That the Lorax comes out whenever the forest is in danger.
A spirit, an intense spirit of wrath.
So I would have thrown out an idea. Lumen would have. We could snuff out the fire by starting another fire, and
Using the wind magic to push it up against it.
Yeah, exactly. Good idea.
That would work a little bit, depending on how strong our wind magic is, and how strong the wind is. Is it like a gale force wind?
That they can control?
No, that is right now the natural.
No,
wind.
it's not like, it's just like the wind is naturally kind of going in that direction. So, okay, two opposing ideas here. You want to start a fire and combat the fire that's there with yours. You want to kind of do some basic fire management of the trees, which would take a long time, but can be done. Which one do you want to start doing?
Well, or we could just cut the trees and push them back so you're containing the fire is all you're doing.
Yeah. So like, I'm just saying, quick vote here. Like, I just want to get through it to some extent.
Containment.
Containment.
Containing. You said containing? Mm-hmm. One more? Okay, we're going to start with containing. Cool.
And that means fire, right?
Fire?
Containing is fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I start fires.
Yo, you guys got that? No!
Okay. Mike, roll initiative.
Who wants to roll for it? It's just going to be a D20 roll. And the fire will roll a D20 roll. But before you do, Jude roll a D6.
Ooh.
Lorax.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's smiling at me.
2.
Oh, wow.
Why did we let Byron roll?
Let's see what the fire rolls.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 1.
I thought it was a 1, but it's a 17.
Before, I don't... Whatever.
What?
I was going to guidance, but I don't know what's going on.
Guidance.
Well, no, you can't guidance. This isn't Clonus making a roll. Byron is rolling a D20. It's just a rollies competition between you guys. Now you guys can be like, and I'm going to do this. And if I think it's worthy of it, I might give you advantage, or I might lower the DC. I might not make it a contested roll with a fire. Might make it just a lower DC or something like that. But just keep that in mind. Okay.
Is there a creek anywhere near the area we are at, or any body of water?
I want to get to this. Make a perception check real quick. Like while you guys were approaching, see if you saw one.
Oh.
27.
There was a creek not too far.
Okay, behind us.
Yep.
Okay.
Like you passed by it like 5 minutes ago, and it's not huge, but it's a creek running through, and so you've got water at your disposal.
I was going to say, can I use beast speech and any animals charging away from the fire with the elves' help communicating that they need to help us stop this?
Yeah. These things will be things you can start on your next attempt. First, you guys start to contain the fire, chopping trees down, trying to move stuff back. You're in charge of these 60 or so people. Clonus, you start directing people around, moving them around, doing stuff. And as you're doing so, let me get your miniatures.
Oh no.
Well, what was going to take 5 minutes now is going to take 5 hours.
But we do get to kill all the elves in the mix-up.
Knew it.
In the mix-up, we kill all of the elves. Yeah.
Oh no, the spirits are attacking.
I thought I was fighting a fire. Turns out it was an elf.
It turns out it was an elf.
Oh, there's another
They're
fire.
so good at hiding.
Yeah, you fight the fire with your sword.
There's another fire elf. Get him.
I was trying to get the fire off of them.
I used the flat part of the sword.
Roll initiative.
Whoa.
I've yet to define why, but...
I'm assuming because it's going to be combat. Oh my god.
I'm honestly just going to sporadically spread you guys out, because I assume as this is getting done, you're just kind of sporadically spread out. Like you're all working in different spots, and so I spread you out. Okay, real quick initiative. Holik.
3.
That's terrible.
I know. A critical
What
fail.
did you get, Clonus?
6.
Cephas?
15.
15.
Good one.
Ghibli?
1.
Wow.
What?
Worse than Holik.
You want some random elves and humans?
Put 2 elves and 6 people.
6 people?
Yeah, because you guys spread out pretty far, and there's already 8 of you here, and you all decided to stay together, we're assuming. I'm going to put the townspeople just on initiative 10.
The elves on bludgeon.
No. They're town people as well. Elves and town people are the same initiative.
Whatever you say.
All the dots.
We're already making progress.
Ghibli Titus.
11.
Just before the townspeople. Edward.
6.
What did you have, Clonus?
6.
Who wants to go first?
He can go first.
Venora.
8.
Oh my goodness, you guys are terrible.
I know. And I'm one of the higher ones.
Lumen.
13 million.
13.
Yeah, 13.
Did anybody go above 15?
The enemy. Oh, okay. All right, you guys chopping trees down, pulling trees back. You guys pull back to another section now, beginning this. And as the fire is roaring, making a lot of headway towards you. Let's see, who do I want to attack?
Who do I want to kill?
Said attack.
You started to say kill.
Come at me, bro. I got this.
That's a weird looking townsperson.
Those are very weird looking townspeople.
It's the Lorax.
Edward, as you are approaching this other tree, you know, you're tired, you're about to chop this tree down, at least do your best. A bright green light appears behind you, this sickening green. And just as you turn, you were slammed into by some sort of force. It hits. 11 bludgeoning damage plus 19 poison damage. Oh. This force just crashes into you, and then it like this the light seeps into your body, and you just see this like dark green with this bright green shining right in your eyes, and you just feel sick by it. This poison inhabits your body, and as you like turn around, you see it. It's like this shambling form of leaves and moss and vines, and then where a face should be, it's almost humanoid, where a face should be just green light is pouring out. Where its hands should be, green light is pouring out. And there's kind of this cape or cowl of leaves, and green light kind of cascades out of that, and then out of its feet as well, there's this green light. So it's just like walking around this pillar torch of green light. It will slam into you again.
Like Mr. Burns.
It misses.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good for me.
The other one, Holik, this green light directly behind you. Just as you're turning, you see what I described just crashing down onto one of the elves, slamming into it. Hits. 10 bludgeoning damage, and then... Okay. You watch as it slams into the elf, and the elf just crumbles to the ground, and then as it does, it just cascades all this light across the elf's body, and you watch just dark veins pop up out of its face and all along his body, and dies. Can you move that green dot for me?
That's not cool.
That's not cool.
And then it turns looking at you, Holik, and the same with you, Edvard, and holds up its arms, and when they do, these kind of like sleeves of vines and moss kind of hang down, like this ghastly appearance, and these bright beams of light shoot out of their hands straight at each of your eyes. I need you guys to make Constitution saving throws.
It made an attack though.
This is a bonus action.
17.
Pretty good. You're good.
14.
You are just okay. This blinding light is just, and you just barely resist as it like kind of pulls away and it steps back slightly. That light is just there, you know, these dots in your vision, but you are not blinded. You can still see. Okay, that is it. Cephas, your turn. You heard the like scream of that elf, the one by Holik, die, kind of behind you.
Did I see Edvar get hit?
You whip around, kind of both directions. You see Edvard in this thing I've described, blinding him with light, at least trying. And then you follow where the sound came from back by Holik, and you see another one back there.
And which one am I closer to? I'm the
You're
one.
almost in range of both of them, but just out.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
No, you did that on purpose.
Yeah, I did.
You're literally 10 feet away from both, like 10 feet outside. There's a space in between.
Okay. I see 3 people. I'll run towards Edvar, actually. And I will throw my hand axe
At the spirit?
at the spirit.
Spirit in the sky.
Oh,
Spirit in the sky.
16.
Hits. You watch it just clatter into and dig into the woody like substance that is in its chest.
Okay. I hit it for 8.
Okay.
Can I throw my other one?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, nat 20.
That hits.
I can't smite that, right?
Range attacks can't smite, I think.
No.
No, they
It's
can't.
a melee weapon, though.
But it's not in his hands.
Okay.
If either of those are 6, it gets to roll again and add on top.
No. 11. That's it.
2 hand axes sink into this creature and blasts of light shoot off towards Edovard. All right, ending your turn. It is now Lumen and then Titus.
I'll wait. I will do Shield of Faith on him.
You cast Shield of Faith?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Cephas, what's your Shield of Faith look like?
Looks like a person being held by the bandaged hands of Ilmater.
Okay, so these bandaged hands kind of like embrace around your shoulders, these spiritual, as they do, just this wave of nausea, as this divine embrace. It doesn't seem as though the Ilmater's hands are not embracing you, but you feel like all of a sudden in that moment, there are a million eyes on you. You are seen right now, and you don't feel good about it. Exposed. Lumen and then Titus.
You like it.
Ooh.
How far is that closest one to me?
35 feet.
35. Okay. I assume I hear some kind of commotion behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn around and assume these are the spirits that we're talking about, and try to cast Druidcraft on them with. Do I see any flower blossoms or any kind of things that could bloom, possibly, as a sign of?
There's like buds of like twigs and stuff on them.
I'll try to cast Druidcraft and try to
Make them blossom into flowers?
blossom. Yeah. Or have a pod open.
Yeah, that definitely happens. Like along its like shoulder and down its chest a little bit, you just watch them like all these little cherry blossoms appear.
Okay. Yeah.
That was your action.
Yeah. And then
It feels so pretty.
I'll say in Sylvan, thinking that might be the best way of reaching out to it, and say, at peace, spirits, we need your help. We are trying to stop the fire. We're trying to save the forest.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
12 plus 3.
The spirit just like turns its hooded cowl of light towards you, and you see the light getting brighter in your direction.
Sounds like it's working.
I don't know if I have anything Fey on me that is necessarily from my home, but knowing that they're Fey spirits too, and I'm a Fey being, I don't know, just hold that up too, in a sense. Just, I don't know, flash it or whatever.
You kind of like extend your wings out, looking at it, like trying to demonstrate what you are. Doesn't seem to have taken effect yet, but we'll see. Okay, ending your turn. Titus and then Venora.
I'll run up to that one.
Which one?
The one in that killed the elf.
Okay.
The one I just blossomed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to bonus action go large. Now I pull out the Morning Star. I smack him real good. Natural 20.
Wow. All right.
It's all right.
Hit him.
Whammo. And that's a bludgeoning weapon. 16 bludgeoning damage.
Nice shot. Okay. Yeah. You. And you crush it into the tree a little bit, and it's now this light hood that was looking at Lumen is looking right at you.
Okay, and then I'll hit it again. 14.
That hits.
Oh, cool.
The effects of Crusher, though, right? When you crit, you have.
Oh, every attack on it has advantage until the start of my next turn.
Not just yours. Okay, so that next one had advantage. Roll again.
It's worse. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Well done.
Good night.
So you, it's just like, it's growing brighter and brighter and brighter underneath that cowl. All right, ending your turn, Venora, and then the townspeople and elves.
When Venora sees the spirits, all the blood drains from her face, and she immediately casts Sanctuary on herself. And then can I do my Channel Divinities. The embodying bond. Yeah.
Are you link 2 people?
3.
Or 3 people, excuse me?
And then I would do, and you have to be within 30 feet, so I'm trying to figure out who's it.
Yeah, Cephas is within 30 feet, Edovard's within 30 feet, and Holik...
Of her, but not within.
Of them.
Oh, they have to be in 30 feet of each other?
Yeah.
You're looking at Edovard, Cephas, and Clonus.
I'll just grab those 3.
So Edovard, Cephas, Clonus, you guys have an extra D4 you can use once per turn, correct?
Yes. And then I move up against that tree.
Ending your turn?
Yes.
It's now the townspeople and elves. Edovard, there is a guy, one of these townspeople. Like, you don't know this town really well, but there's a guy. What's your passive perception?
13.
Passive insight?
Probably 10.
Okay. An elf behind you runs next to Clonus. Can somebody move that elf next to Clonus? That townsperson also moves next to Clonus. So there's an elf and a townsperson next to you, Clonus. They both kind of eye each other. But the elf goes, "These are the spirits that we've seen. They kill us and then they take our bodies."
Oh.
This townsperson right here just stands there and he just kind of like grabs the tree and he just watches you, Edovard.
Oh.
You kind of like, you're like flipping around, looking around, and you see, it's weird. Like this one's just like looking at you. This guy will run over to Venora. And you see this kind of like young human guy, and he kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder because do you look visibly spooked?
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you okay, ma'am?"
Not really, no.
Okay. And he grabs his wood axe and he holds it at the ready, kind of like looking around. He's probably like 21, and he's
good
like
people, dude.
Good people.
looking around, and then you see him like grab a bear trap like off of his back and like and throw it in front of him.
Love it. That's awesome. I love it so much.
And then that guy will just shoot an arrow at that spirit next to Titus.
Has advantage.
It made it better. It would have hit anyway, but it hit. Okay, just 5 damage.
Heck yeah.
He dies.
No.
Dude.
The one by Ghibli will shoot an arrow also. Misses, unfortunately. That one next to will run by Lumen. The one closest to Lumen will run by Lumen and shoot an arrow also at the one by Titus. Hits for 4 damage. That advantage is the reason he hit. And that's it. All right, townspeople are done. Clone. Wait, is there not another elf out? Oh, he died. All right.
Yeah, you killed him.
Yeah, obliterated immediately.
Oh, that guy, that far guy? Yeah, he will run as far to Lumen as he can and then shoot an arrow as well. He misses. I'm sorry. Also on initiative 10 is a lair action.
That's not cool. We're in the forest, not a lair.
Not the lair.
This is their lair.
Oh.
Their lair.
Their lair.
Their lair. The one that's by you, Edovard?
Yeah.
The tree, you watch this limb just kind of like, and it looks like a branch, but it is a arm that just like is made of wood, just like flops out of the side of the tree and grabs a hold of the back of that spirit and then pulls it inside the tree.
Is that force movement?
It's more teleportation.
Okay.
But no, he's gone. And then the tree by you, Venora.
Of course.
What?
That guy appears right beside you, Venora. And then this one, the same thing happens. What?
Did he step on the bear trap?
No, the bear trap is in front of the other guy. I'm sorry. Like it was between him and that creature. And then appears in the space that is kitty cornered to Edovard and Cephas. So you get one back, but one.
And this one you have
the other
advantage against.
Yeah, you see this one has like a crack in the front of its chest place. Okay, now it's your turn, Clonus. I'm sorry.
Clonus is gonna spin around, do a 180 real quick, and then take 2 steps towards the spirit attacking Venora.
You get advantage on it for flanking.
Oh shoot, I forgot to do it again.
And swing at it.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That absolutely hits.
How about 10 damage to it?
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna also burn Divine Smite, level 1.
Cool.
Which should give me 2d8s.
Yep. It's not an undead, so just 2d8s.
So that's 16 overall.
Pretty good. Edovard and then Holik.
And then it's my turn, yes. Yeah.
Edward, you see where you were like looking at this guy for a second, it's just grabbing the tree. You see what he looks like. Long black hair that's kind of greasy but curly all down the front. He's got a hood over that kind of just covers his eyes just enough, especially with his shaggy hair. He's wearing a long leather kind of cloak.
Do I recognize him at all?
Real quick, make a wisdom check.
So wise. 15.
You're like, it's the fact that he's looking at you and you really like, that gives you pause to like look at him. When you went to that lady's house, that old lady's house, you spotted this guy just kind of across the street and you guys kind of like locked eyes for a second, but it was just like, whatever, he's a guy, but he's like there again and he's watching you.
I stumble back, plant my feet down, clasp my hands together, and with a flourish, a long black sword appears in my hands.
Okay.
And I will take 2 swipes at that ghoul.
Okay.
With advantage, and I need it. Natural 20 for the first one. That's great.
Went from a 2 to a 20.
Nice. That's because of that advantage Jerry gave you, huh?
Mm-hmm. 18 damage on the first one.
Wow. That's really good.
Okay, non-natty 20 on the second
Okay.
one. For 7 damage.
Good job, Edivar.
How's he look?
Pretty hurt. You cut it into pieces. There's now all these spots where it's torn and almost like fabric. This part that looked like wood and sticks and leaves is just kind of like fluttering in this wind where the light is bursting out of it. And it is angry. But an incredible maneuver. And you kind of like look over its shoulder and that guy just kind of looks at you and nods. And then he like ducks behind the tree a little bit.
I'm gonna action surge. And green flames lick along the blade, and I'm going to take another swing with advantage. And I really need it. 16.
Hits.
Oh, that's very good for me. 13, 18 more damage for it being fire.
How do you want to kill it?
Yes. Ooh, I just stab right into the middle of it, and the flames spread over its
Stab
body.
into it, these green flames along its green, like bursting with light body, just engulf it. And as it dies, it just crumbles into ash, the light flickering away. I do need you and Sevis to make Constitution saving throws, but Levi, can you remove that miniature for it, please? This light flickers and bursts out for a second.
21.
21. What'd you get, Jude?
7.
Okay. Sevis, you take 5 poison damage. Edvard, you take 11. Just this wave of poison, just like crashes across. Yeah. Okay, as that happens though, the body crashes down into ash, and you watch that guy nod again at you, and he's like ducked behind that tree, but he's kind of like peeking out. He just nods at you, like consistently.
And then he gets sucked into the tree.
No, he just nods at you the once and ducks behind the tree.
I keep looking at where you're looking and there's nobody there.
I'm going to have Soap fly by and try and scratch at that one that's in between Venora and Cephas. Okay. So it starts pecking at it, so it's the next attack against it has advantage.
You got it. All right, ending Edvard's turn. Holik and then Ghibli.
All right. I run around to the opposite end of the
As you run over there, you see Edvard just summon this. Describe the sword again.
It's super slender, long black sword. The hilt comes down into spikes, and the bottom spike has like something reflective embedded in the hilt.
Yeah, and it's this almost like matte black. As he summons it, it's just sick, right? Just dices into this thing, and then stabs through it, engulfs into flame, just as you skirt around and go to attack that one.
And I've got advantage on the first hit.
Yeah.
And I'm scything the guy. Oh no. 14 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah! And a little bit of ice coming from my Drake.
Okay.
I forgot to do it for the other crits, but his was out of range, so I couldn't. 12 slashing and 4 ice.
You slash into it and it just like starts to freeze over a portion of the wound.
Second attack. 18 to hit.
Hits.
16 damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, Vith attacks, flanking, getting advantage.
So smart, so smart. So brave.
Needed the advantage. 25 to hit. Too bad it doesn't crit. And 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Ending your turn?
Yep.
All right, Vith bites down into it. Ice just pours into this creature. You watch as it's just light is flickering but growing in intensity. Ghibli, and then the spirit.
You can't even get to it.
It sounded like such a... You can't even
His
get to
short
it.
little dwarf legs can't run him there.
So that spirit or that that spirit is directly right behind that tree.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I want to try to. Ghibli wants to try to get around the tree to see if it's possible.
The tree that's nearest him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so I actually want to try to get around to see what the spirit's at, so I could try to make a shot at the spirit.
You can run like through Titus here, sliding under his legs because he's all gigantic, and you would have just enough view, I think, because you've only got 25 feet.
Correct.
Yeah, right there. You have just enough view of that spirit. You can take a shot.
I would like to take a shot at that spirit.
Go for it.
That's a 10.
10 misses. The bolt just buries itself into the tree.
And then I want to for my second attack, I want to throw my hand axe, one of my hand axe at it. So that is going to be a 17.
That hits. That one buries right into its chest.
And I'm going to make that a maneuvering strike. So it'll cleave right into the leg of the spirit, distracting it enough to tell Venora, get away from that. So you can use a reaction to use half your movement speed to get out.
And without provoking opportunity attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So you can use half your movement speed, which is what, 5?
10.
Okay, 10.
Where do you want to go?
Not into the bear. In between Vith. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's fine.
That'll be 9 slashing damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Woo!
Oh.
Just enough.
Oh, good thing you got Venora away.
Well, originally, I intended to go for the leg, and then I guess the force of the axe will just go and just completely sever the leg.
Yeah. As the leg is severed, it falls to the ground. It falls down into ash, and as it does, this light flashes brightly. I need the 3 within 5 feet of it. So the Drake, Holik, and Clonus to all make Constitution saving throws.
Oh no, poor Vic.
I have a total of 8.
Okay. You take 8 poison damage, but I think because you're a dwarf, that's halved, right?
Yep. And you have advantage against poison.
I have advantage against poison, so please stand by. That's a lot more. 1/16 advantage.
1/16 advantage?
Yeah.
So you take a quarter damage. You take 2. Holik?
24 for me and 6 for Vith.
So 4 poison damage for you and 8 poison damage for Vith. All right, that ends it. These spirits crumble to ash. People kind of gather around, ready for another attack. Nothing happens, and you guys kind of return to what you're doing.
The young kid that were protecting Venora originally, he didn't get hit by the poison, did he?
No, he was just outside of it.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so you guys now notice during that the fire was encroaching really quickly upon you. That is 1 loss for the mini game. All right. What do you guys want to do real quick? What's the next thing you're going to try and do to stop this fire?
Depending on how fast the fire is going, we could backtrack to that creek, depending on how fast it's moving. If we could dig a trench and make a water trench. Is the fire moving along the ground or up in the trees? Would a water trench even work if we worked on it?
I'll say it's along the ground. It's both, but it's not exclusively at the top of the trees because you guys started on the ground.
If we do the water trench, I want to do the talking to animals and asking for all of their help to help dig this trench. Any that are scurrying through the forest.
So
is that a possibility though? Is the creek big enough to even be able to divert that much water?
Probably not. It's a creek. You could try and use the creek for that purpose, maybe in and of itself, if it's coming that way. But you probably aren't gonna be able to get a lot of water out of it.
But a ditch is still.
A ditch is still a ditch. Okay, so you guys want to continue just
Sounds like we're continuing.
what you're doing, drawing, digging ditches, that whole thing. Okay, but you've lost some ground. Go for it.
And can I do that whole animal thing?
Go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Okay.
Use second wind to regain some hit points.
Go for it. While you're doing that, you guys can see what it was. It was a 10.
15.
And for the elf that died and the rest of the elves there, do they seem like troubled or scared? Like after?
I mean, yeah, like they're scared of what happened.
So I also during that as well, I want to try to help like be with them and help calm them down.
Okay, yeah, they're mostly like, it just freaked them out, like, because they're just kind of like, these are the things we're talking about, and it's a real deal. Now you all saw it, but they're not like, you know, they're kind of getting back into the swing of things.
As long as like they're not losing it.
All right, you guys backtrack a little bit, start continuing the containment. The fire seems to slow down a good bit. Edivard, that guy just like sticks by you. As you guys are digging ditches and stuff, he's right there with you digging ditches, and you kind of keep catching his eye looking at you.
That's crazy.
Say anything to him?
Why are you making eyes?
What do you mean?
At me?
I don't make eyes, I have them.
Got him.
Nice sword, though. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. After that, you guys make decent headway, and it seems like the fire is not jumping the line. You've created a line, you're going with other teams. Hours have gone by now, but the other teams seem to have a bit of a line as well. You're taking it back, but now it's keeping it contained. What do you guys want to do to try? Do you have any other ideas? You want to kind of...
I'm asking anyone if they need healing.
Okay, definitely some people do. So you could expend a couple spell slots if you want and heal people up.
I'll do one, and then I'll do a spell too. I mean, it is a spell, but a spell for aiding against the fire.
Okay, what do you do?
Create or destroy water.
Okay.
Destroy water.
That's a bummer.
Why?
No. Create water.
Okay, and it can create a bunch, right?
Create 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in that area.
Okay, so a 30-foot cube area, the flames are automatically going to go out. What are you guys doing in addition to that for this next round of things?
Can we use the elves' wind power to where that water fire is?
Can we use the wind to blow that like rain over like a larger area? Sure. Like as it's falling to get a wider like encompassing up.
You guys can roll with advantage. Roll d20, Alexi, and the fire rolled a 1.
Yeah. Oh, I did also want
17?
to a couple good berries to the exhausted workers.
Okay. Now that the fire is seeming to be contained, it's remaining contained, and you are fighting it back. All right, what's next? You want to just rinse and repeat? I mean, you can try.
Calculating.
Calculon.
Okay, Jude, roll a d6. No, you did it last time. Jarrett, roll a d6.
6.
A 6? Okay.
For those who can't impact this situation any more than what's going on with like matching and stuff, I'll just have just a small squad, just kind of like overwatching the situation and watching if there's any more spirits coming.
And I mean, most of the townspeople that can't do anything like that are just doing more of what they've been doing: the fire containment, continuing the trench and things like that, making sure that there's nothing there that can catch fire. Okay, go ahead and roll again. If you guys are, who wants to do it? Matt, do it. Roll a d20 with advantage.
Easy cheesy. 16.
Okay, 10. You guys push the fire back now to where it was when you guys started. This rinse and repeat. The rain is coming down and you're blowing it out, and it's just creating a large amount of moist air, essentially, that's blowing the fire back. And over the next few hours, you're making decent headway. That's 3 successes and 1 fail against the fire, and it's going to be first to 5 here. Levi, roll a d6 for me.
I'll do a 3rd level. Create water.
3rd level one of those?
So it's an extra 10 feet.
Because if you did another one, it wasn't going to be an advantage anymore. It was just going to be a straight roll. So that'll still give you advantage since you use the spells.
1.
1? Okay, so it's a 40-foot cube now of water. And the elves, as the elves are doing this, one of them like blows accidentally a bunch of dirt in the face of one of the townspeople. The townsperson just hits the guy with his shovel, and then the other elves start like pushing that guy, and immediately just this fight breaks out. So you guys kind of like start getting it under control or whatever, but this does impose disadvantage on this roll. So who's rolling it? David, do it. Disadvantage.
Did we have advantage from the upcast?
You did. So it's a straight roll. It's a straight roll, Dave. Straight roll.
Straight roll. Yes.
What was it?
19.
Okay, 6. That's 4 successes. You guys, despite it, like, knock it off, we're working together. And you keep going. Honestly, that's probably you that does, like, you were working with these people while the magic people were doing what they're doing. You're just like, come on, guys. And you get it under control. You're pushing the fire back, pushing it back. At this point, you guys have been doing this for like 12 hours. That's still pretty short, I think, in the firefighting biz.
Yes, it really is.
All right. Let's go ahead and what are you guys doing? You want to just finish strong same way? You got some big card up your sleeve?
Why change it? Why change something that ain't good?
At this point, you've pushed it so far forward. You're restarting the like containment purposes now, like well into it. You're at the line now of the, I would say of the elven encampment.
I'm gonna do some upcasted good berry for more people.
Just kind of re-energize people.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, roll a d6 for me.
6.
Another 4 hours go by of doing what you're doing, and the another fight breaks out. It's just people are so on edge, and this is so stressful. They start fighting each other. What else are you guys doing? You kind of replenish people right before that, so now they're really ready to go.
No! All of my hard work.
I'll do two level crate waters.
Okay, 2 of them?
Yeah, two levels.
Okay. I'll say that makes it a straight roll for this next effort. Who wants to roll it? It's a straight roll versus the fire.
I rolled bad.
Roll again.
Do it.
All right.
Never mind. Can someone
6.
else roll?
Oh, we switched spots.
No,
Okay.
we switched who was gonna roll after he rolled.
That's a bummer. The fire is reclaiming ground. You guys want to just keep going?
Yeah.
Roll. Somebody roll it. Straight rolls. Oh, wait. Somebody roll a d6. You contain the fight.
1.
The fight keeps going.
Gosh dang it.
I'll do another third level.
Go ahead and
It's not good, is it?
Okay, yeah, that makes it a straight roll. It's an 8.
7.
Are you serious? Okay, now it's 3v4. The fire is reclaiming that ground. You guys have been doing this. You're having to take shifts now. Like you're well into the second day of this work. Like it's taken a while. So it's not like they're fighting. They're like, we're gonna keep fighting. You know, this is hours apart. Sure, yeah. You guys have all gotten shifts of probably short rests. Yeah, short rest. Okay, what are you guys doing? You got any big tricks up your sleeve? The fire is reclaiming things.
If there's another fight, I'm gonna make fun of them, both of them.
Roll d6. Let's find out if there will be.
I'm gonna be going through and axing
No fight.
trees and having Vith make ice on every axe hit onto the trees. And I can do that once per 6 seconds.
Okay, cool. Anybody else?
Titus is just giving maximum effort.
Okay, working hard.
Or hardly
If
work.
there's no tricks up your sleeve, it's gonna be straight roll this time.
I'm using green flame blade to burn the outside of a tree so the fire won't spread along it.
You started this fire with a green flame blade.
No, I started it with a lot of lamp oil.
You said we were taking shifts.
Essentially, yeah.
So at some point, could I have changed my not sentient clay
Yes, yeah.
to a some type of forest deity or
Yeah, Barlow, a nature deity.
yeah, I'll just have it out. Like I assume it's like a plant or something, and then just right before my break is ended, I'll do a prayer, and then ask for maybe the help for the spirits to be on our side to aid.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage. They heard your words before. See how they respond to them now. Mine's pretty good for disadvantage.
12 plus 3.
15, okay. All right, other than that, I think it's going to be a straight roll.
I got it. 15.
Why are you using that? It's a natural 20.
That's weighted.
It was rolling really bad earlier.
No, this one's been rolling pretty good all night. Okay, the fire, you guys are 2 full days of effort.
No, are we at 4 and 4?
4-4. Things always go this way. 2 full days of effort, and you are back where you started. And only living on short rests, no long rests, short rest shifts. What are you guys doing? What's bringing it home? It's this, or it's like you guys have had to turn and run at a couple points because it launched out these large flames when some of these dead trees and so certain plants got lit on fire. They fell over and they exploded with gas coming out of them.
I'm gonna do another prayer,
Okay.
but I'm gonna change it to
A water god?
Zeus.
Zuthus?
Yeah.
The ever-burning flame?
Yes.
What are you saying to Zuthus, the ever-burning flame?
I'm asking him for his help with the fire, since if anyone would know fire, it would be him.
Sure.
And that he... It's a he, right?
That's what you've heard, yeah.
Okay. And that this fire shall burn somewhere else that is needed and not here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you have anything that you can use to try and make this prayer, what you think would maybe reach some deity better?
I'll put down a torch for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have this clay, it's this moving flame of clay, and you're praying. Make a persuasion check.
Can I change it just a slight bit?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll be able to control the flame as he does. Give us the control to push this flame back to be a controlled flame and something that can be told back in story.
Okay.
And I will say it in his name. All right, well, how many dice were you had me roll 2 dice last time? Just 1, okay.
No disadvantage.
Guidance myself?
Sure.
Okay.
Guidance.
+3, so 19. You do hear a voice you've heard before. The almost serpentine voice of that man that harassed Titus. He has graced me with the hearing of prayers. You sound familiar, but you are far, far away. I cannot aid, I'm sorry, but Zuthus smiles on you today.
Meanwhile, I will, see the flame encroaching and say, "Come on, everyone, double your efforts!" And I'm gonna grab another axe. And I'm gonna dual wield, and I'm gonna lead by example. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
In a way to double effort, I will use all 3 of my giant mites at strategically placed intervals when felt best need. In addition to that, I will invoke my Frost Ruin, which for 10 minutes gives me a +2 to all strength and constitution checks and abilities.
And he'll be walking by me as I'm hitting him, and once he just pushes them over, and we're just.
Yeah, and Vith is gonna coat all of his strikes in ice.
Okay.
And I'm just a dwarf, and I'm gonna be digging the hole.
Yeah. Diggy hole. Do you sing it?
I am a dwarf, and I'm
Okay, advantage.
digging hole.
Has anybody seen Ghibli?
He's just going straight down.
We're sending this fire to the core of the planet.
Oh no, there's more fire down there.
Action sword!
One more thing. Anybody have one more thing?
Can I make him big?
You make it big. Advantage. Who wants to roll the d20? With that, he's like halfway through a tree, and Titus just pushing it over.
I'll do it.
Levi, wow, bold move.
Wait,
This is it, man. You want it?
You got
Dude, I'll
You're used to it.
It's his town.
Dude, this is my town. This is my wife and child. You just don't want me holding it over your head with your roll.
I love the townspeople in the bar. Oh, somebody roll d6 for me.
I got you. 3.
Oh no.
It's the option that says nothing happens. Nothing changes.
On the table, Levi. We want to see.
Oh, you want to see?
What'd you get?
19 and a 16.
19.
But we're rolling in I family.
Advantage.
What? No, but
But we rolling I family? Is that what you said?
yeah, we're rolling I family.
Ty goes to the attacker.
So Ty goes to the attacker. We're fighting the flame.
It's rollies. You saw the totals.
I didn't mean to.
Just roll again for that one.
I think because it's rollies.
Roll off again.
I'm gonna say it's rollies, but I'll give you advantage.
Wait.
So it's just the same again. It's the same again. And you roll first, buddy.
Let's see him. Let's see him.
Wait, can we give inspiration before we see it?
Sure.
Yeah, we need to do that.
I will give 2 inspiration.
I will give.
What we got?
16 and 13.
How much inspiration do I have? Hold on.
Before I roll, you decide. That's the way.
Oh, okay.
Is there an exchange?
Is
or
it a
one
2
more?
or
It's
what?
2 to 1. Oh no. This doesn't have to be because it's not Levi doing something. You're just using inspiration. So it's a 1-to-1. There's no conversion.
2, so 18.
2.
20.
1.
21.
21.
Oh. If I roll in that 20, we're considering it a tie.
That's fair. That's fair.
7. Okay.
Good thing we added.
What?
Good that we added so many.
Lame. I should have capped it at 20.
We were thinking about his family.
We're a family.
So with this, you guys band together, pull everybody to the central area where the fire is coming across the hardest, and each of you have a part to play, right? Ghibli is digging trenches, Titus is huge, pushing things over. Each of you directing specific things. Over the next day now, you guys push the fire back, contain it to a central location where you dig trenches and control the area completely around it. Another day passes as you continue to watch, and the fire eventually burns out. So 4 days have gone by. The danger in that is Ghibli's duel was the next day.
Yep.
No.
But no one was in. Oh, wait, shoot. There were a lot of people still in the town.
Most of the townspeople were like there were some people from the town that came in shifts and left, but a lot of people that were out here were the same people for the whole time. But you guys took some shifts. Eventually there was, I don't know if there probably weren't long rests. Would any of you guys have gone back to town for long rest shifts, or would you have 4 days straight doing short rest shifts?
I have Liamon's tiny hut, so I could have given 10 people long rests.
I'll say you guys were able to take long rests so you don't incur exhaustion.
Thank goodness.
4 days go by. The fire is contained. You burn a large portion of the forest, and then where it's contained, that portion is just burned to the ground. But the fire is gone. You go back to town. Find your way to Theric. Oakwish, the mayor.
The mayor's dead.
The mayor is lying in a pool of his own blood.
Really?
No. So you go back to his home. Immediately as you're greeted at the gates, people are cheering, right? A lot of the elves are just kind of like, some of them cheering a little bit and then kind of like looking around. But most of them start to kind of like make their way back towards the forest a little bit, at least as best they can. The gates are open to you. You walk back in. The mayor is there waiting. And he's like, man, it seemed dicey there for a little while. I mean, most of what we saw from here looks like the forest was just staying on fire. But well done. I'm very impressed. We have a lot to discuss. So you should all get some rest. And then meet me at my manor. Not his manor, my home. And we'll discuss some stuff. Okay. Is anybody real quick, or we're going to end there?
I just want to make sure I pick up 2 crossbows, and I really apologize to the guy working on the cart. I was busy fighting the fire.
So you could have figured that out to have those delivered beforehand.
Oh,
so
nice.
Do you have them to be delivered, or do you need to buy some?
I have one. I need to buy one.
Okay, I'll say it just costs you 15 gold, and you can get the other one to him.
Does he have like a payment plan, or?
Can you not?
I've got the gold.
Okay.
What are you, poor?
All right, that's where we'll end it.
He's put so much money into the cart.
I like my cart.
He's put 70
Actually, wait,
gold into
wait,
it.
wait.
Hold on, boys. Guys, stop.
Let me think this through. Nah, you were good.
Okay.
Lumen goes out and starts the fire again.
Shadows rise and fires gleam of lore and legend we dare to dream. Steel in hand and hearts aflame, we carve our path, we claim our name. Raise the blade, sound the cry of lore and legend will never die. We fight as one, the people's hand. There across the land. Through darkened woods and stormy skies, the call of fate, it never lies. Through dungeon depths and dragon's roar, our tale will live forevermore. Raise the blade, sound the cry of lore and legend will never die. We fight as one, the people's hand, their hope, their strength across the land. Raise the blade, sound the cry of lore and legend will never die. We fight as one, the people's hand, their hope, their strength across the land.
We still have the head.
Is it on you still? I thought you sold it or something.
Oh, no, we stashed it.
Yeah, it's at Holik's house.
It's outside of my house. Stashed
On the doorstep like a jack-o'-lantern.
Definitely.
Well, I didn't want them to stash it inside my
No,
house.
I know. It's just like a head though. So someone's like, let's go to see Holik and his wife. Oh my goodness!
Glad the Impaler's been through.
Yeah, well, it's a head the size of like a horse,
person?
you know. or
Oh, a
whatever.
horse, yeah.
No, it's not that big.
Who's horse?
Whose horse is that?
Ilmater,
Carcerian,
Lord of the sky,
Lord of the vault,
Lord of the water that comes and puts out fires.
Lord and hoarder of all of our souls when
What
they
are
go
you
beyond.
saying? I'm praying to Ilmater.
I'm praying to Carcerian.
Go pray in the corner then, yeah?
This is my house.
Today your house is the house of Ilmater. Lord Ilmater.
To be fair, he said the wrong god.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
It's not even committed.
Wow, not even.
Not even a true follower.
Yeah, he said, I mixed two of my own deities' names. Levi, edit this in. Kadal.
My bad.
You have to clip, cut, re-edit.
Kadal is what I meant to say. I added a K to Arcerian, the lunar matron, and said Carcerian. But Kadal is who he was talking about.
I can't remember if I already did or not.
Pooped?
Pooped, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to poop.
I would have went before I left.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm 11 o'clock sharp every day. I took care of it.
Man, Smokey the Owlbear would be so upset with us.
Grabbed, like,
Smokey the Owlbear.
now I at least tried to.
By you, Venora?
Of course.
What?
Right to like the block on the other side of Venora from my position, from my point of view. No, by Venora. Right by her. There. Yep. Nope. One up. Now over. Oh my gosh. Down. No, not down for you. Down for me. There you go.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
We got it, boys.
He was confused because the tree, the stem of the tree is in there.
right there.
I understand.
That's why there was confusion.
I understand. Move the tree. I don't care. Move the tree. Now we can do it. Now we can do it. There you go. Perfect.
And that guy goes there.
We'll do it.
We'll do it live. That guy goes right there. Yep. We'll do it live. All right.
Everyone, Ghibli has made it into the double digits. Double digits.
You've been
You're the
keeping
first.
count?
Yeah, you're the first person to hit 10.
Do you have how many were stolen from Titus?
I don't have that. I should keep track.
Every one of them.
Actually,
The amount of times I get someone down to like minimum health, and someone just goes, "Do I have any?"
You have 7.
Okay.
6.
That's a lot more.